All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you guys are well today. Let me know how the volume sounds. Sorry, we're starting a little bit late today. Yeah. So let me know what you guys see. Yeah, what you guys are watching today. It should be a fun day. We got some bounce backs in the market. The SPY has bounced back some. Apple has bounced back really nicely. We ended up DCAing into Apple yesterday, and so we're green on that position as well now. I'm probably going to DCA a little bit more into things today. Apple has been my big W from DCAing yesterday. Do you think the SPY will drop today? I'm not sure. What's up, team? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear the music. Honestly, my playlist, has been playing all night. I forgot to turn it off on my computer, and it's just been going. It's honestly kind of nice, though. These are some of my favorite songs. These are old songs that I never get to because they're at the bottom of the list. Let me find them, man. I got to keep going back and back and back just to hit these songs. We do have like 48 hours of songs on this playlist, and so we're also going to try today without coffee, man. I've been not feeling 100%, and I think part of that is probably due to coffee, unfortunately. There we go. All right, I found it. Yeah, we are way back on the list. Nice. What's up, Tina? Yeah, I'm feeling okay this morning. I'm just not drinking coffee today. Like, that's the big thing. Like, I just can't drink coffee, I think, is really what it is. Like, I just can't drink coffee. Coffee, it makes me too jittery, I think. And so I'm drinking caffeine, but it's a smaller dose of caffeine. And we'll see if that helps. Might not help at all, but we'll see. Yeah, the problem is the coffee just destroys my stomach, unfortunately, is the real problem. Like, it just hurts my stomach, man. It makes me all jittery, and I just can't do it. Yeah, what's up, Darius? Yeah, that's about right. Why crypto never pumped? Well, the market hasn't really bounced back a lot, you know, to be completely honest. The market hasn't, like, flown back, that's for sure. But some stocks that I'm holding have. Bitcoin still bounced back some. I mean, it didn't break lows again, which is good. You know, lows are at roughly 18, 17,000 over the past couple months. But yeah, let's just see if Bitcoin can hold over 20K. If you look yesterday, Bitcoin did break under 20K and we bounced back. I mean, we bounced back to where we were before the big drop, you know? So like here's just to put this in perspective here, right? Here's Bitcoin right now. All right, there's Bitcoin. This is where the drop happened yesterday. So that is yesterday's drop right here. We came all the way down to this 1960 level. We have rebounded all the way back up to the 20.3 level, basically 20.25. So we're back up. We're up almost 3% today on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin's back up some. As long as it's back over 20K, I think that's good. I just think it needs to hold 20K. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Do you think we hear a positive announcement from Bed Bath? I hope so. Hey, what's up, Kim? Yeah, I hope we get a good announcement, to be honest. All right, guys. We're also going to do a poll here. What should our poll be? John, what's your favorite poker hand if you have one? I would go with like I would go with like 10 jack suited or like 10 king suited or something like that is my favorite poker hand because it's underestimated a lot. It's really downplayed, but it can make a lot of money if you flop right with it. Anyways, yeah, look at Bed Bath just dumped down here, down to 1060s. Huge drop. Hey, what's up, Quan? Yeah, jobs reported at 8:30. What happened to penny stocks, John? No more Benzinga movers. I mean, we cover penny stocks, but I want the screen to be bigger, and we still promote Benzinga. But I just don't really cover. I'm not much of a penny stock trader. If you guys have been watching my stream, you know, the last few years, really, I don't really buy penny stocks like that. And so we've kind of transitioned more to like broad investing. You know, we day trade. We still day trade a 30,000, 120K account every day at the open, but we just kind of pivoted to more, you know, general stock market day trading news. You know what I mean? Yeah, jobs report. All right, man. Look at Bed Bath all the way down to 11, just dumping down here. Hey, thank you, Smile. You as well, brother. You as well, man. Yeah, so it's like we cover penny stocks. Like we still cover everything the same thing we used to. We just don't title our stream off of penny stocks really anymore because we don't really trade penny stocks. And, you know, yeah, we just don't trade them anymore. I mean, I have a large enough account where I mostly trade large caps now. And so I don't need to trade pennies anymore. I mean, we still cover them. We still watch them. We still sometimes buy them. But is it... Man, look at Bed Bath just absolutely tanking. Somebody had some bad news just drop for Bed Bath. Let's see what this is. Strategic update. They lost 9.3% yesterday. Are you buying this up, guys? Let me know. But man, Bed Bath just dumping down here. We got our poll here. Today, Bed Bath is falling to roughly... I think I spelled roughly wrong. Oops. I'm going to have to redo this poll real quick. Yeah, let me delete this and then redo it. There you go. Under $10 now. Wow. Huge drops on Bed Bath here. And like I titled the stream, is Bed Bath done today? Let me know. Let's find out. We got the poll live if you want to vote to tell me what you think moving forward for Bed Bath is here. But man, maybe don't go Bed Bath. Let me see if we have some catalyst here. Under 10 now, right around $10. Okay, so Bed Bath essentially said that they may do an offering, which is causing this drop. I think. This was an S3 offering. All right, so Bed Bath filed an S3 is what this is. If you look at BAMSEC, all right, so it says we may offer, this is their report. We may offer, issue, and sell shares of our common stock from time to time. The securities may be offered together or separately or one or more series, if any, in amounts and prices and on other terms to be determined at the time of the offering and described in an accompanying prospectus supplement. You should read this perspective and any prospective supplements carefully before you invest. We may offer and sell these securities through one or more underwriters, dealers, or agents, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, S3 registration statement, basically potential offering on the books. They're leading everybody ready for that, is what's going on. Well, I mean, we get some talks about dilution being good or dilution being not good. I think if you're in Bed Bath's situation, I dare to say you need to do it. You know, it's something that actually Kramer, as much heat as we give Kramer, Kramer has been calling for Bed Bath to do this for quite some time. And so, you know, as much heat as we give Kramer, your boy was probably right a little bit in this regard. And what I mean by that is they do need to do an offering. They need to make money. If not, they're going to fail. And so you can either have them dilute themselves, earn some money from that, and have a chance of success, or just stay stubborn, not sell shares, and then just fail. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically the option here with Bed Bath & Beyond with their current business. And again, I mean, we can argue for or against it, but Bed Bath is obviously going to try to do this. They need to do it. They should have done it when their price was much higher, to be honest, like right in the middle of that. They should have filed this and then prepared to do it when they were at least the teens. But any offering is better than none, I think, right now. And you could say dilution is good or bad. I've been to their stores. They don't really have anybody there. They're in a similar situation to, you know, they're not very profitable, especially with margins getting worse over the last couple of years in business. And with that said, if we're looking at it objectively, they need to find a way to make money and they need to stay afloat. And offerings are usually how they do it. As while they might dilute the price of their shares, they can always do a buyback program or something like that later on if they're too diluted to really get anything that they want, in my opinion. And I think that they need to do something like this, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's certainly dilution. That's what an offering is. It's adding more shares. To put this into perspective for all those that might not know, an offering is when you sell more shares. There's the IPO, which is the initial public offering, and then there's what's called secondary offerings when the company decides to add more shares to the float and thus make more money from said shares. But it is dilution. Don't get it wrong. It is dilution, you know. Yeah, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's going to make the price drop, though, and it is dilution. But again, it depends on how you look at it. Yeah, we did a poll on Twitter, if you want to vote. Does BBBY hold this level? And really, I don't really have any horse in this fight, you know. I'm just covering Bed Bath because I thought it was one of the more interesting, you know, stories over the last couple weeks. And I think it was, especially with Cohen selling and all the craziness going on. And again, let me know what you guys want to happen with Bed Bath. But it's down big. Down to 970s on that registration S3 filing. Yeah, Snap is going to lay off 20% of his workforce. I saw that. Luckily, I had scaled out of most of Snapchat. I'm trying to think of whether I want to add my money back. We're at 940s now, so if I am going to add to Snap, it's going to be right around here. I think this is the place to add, but I don't know. Well, I didn't sell my Ape shares, but I took most profit from AMC and Ape already. You know what I mean? And we're gonna do a poll. Is this S3 offering potential good or bad for Bed Bath? We even add the word dilution in there. All right, so vote on the poll. We got this poll going live. Terrible year for social media, from Twitter to Facebook to Snap. Now what? Yeah, man. Like I said, luckily what I did with Snap, and if you guys remember what I told you guys what I did with Snap, is I dollar cost averaged into. I got really lucky, to be honest. So I DCA'd during all of this. Here, let me show you guys. So I DCA'd throughout all of this here. So I bought it around here, and I DCA'd on this big drop right here. And then luckily, because I had DCA'd into that with a couple hundred shares, when Snapchat popped the following day here, I was able to capitalize and make money. So I scaled out on this big pop the day before yesterday. And then so yesterday, even after this, I was only holding about 50 shares, right? So I might be down like 25 bucks over the last day or two on Snap. So luckily, I kind of protected myself with taking profit into that big spike we had. I think it was Monday morning. And I announced it. I told you guys what I was doing on that front. And so, yeah, I got really, really lucky on that end, and that I didn't get absolutely destroyed here. If I would have held my full position during this, it would have been rough. I would have lost a couple hundred. But because I ended up DCAing out of it, or DCAing into it and scaling out of it on this pop right here, I was able to kind of make some money. So, like, I got my average entry point right around here when I DCA'd into it on this day. And so when we popped, you know, we were able to get out around the top up here and get out green, you know. So we'll see what we get on Snapchat. I'm considering DCAing into it again on these levels now that we're down. I think there's some value. I also ended up buying Apple yesterday, and we're very green on that position as well. All right, so National Cinema Day is September 3rd. You can see any movie for only $3 at AMC theaters on Saturday. What movies are even out right now? Let's see what we got. See, the problem is that so much stuff is coming out to Netflix now. See, I've never even heard of any of these movies out in theaters right now. These are the movies in theaters right now, bro? Let me see. I've never even heard of any of these, man. Oh, we got Thor, Love and Thunder, Bullet Train, Minions. Okay, these are movies I know about a little bit more. Top Gun, League of Super Pets. Thor, Love and Thunder. Top Gun Maverick. Meta flying up. Yeah, Meta, Apple both doing pretty well. I mean, Meta's just down so much already, bro. I think a lot of people are going to start DCAing into this. Spy ripping back up too. Yeah. Eternal, you're ruined, bro. You're just like me, man. All right, there's 10 for Bed Bath here. Bed Bath back over 10 for a split second. Let's see if it holds here. It's at 10.02s right now. Look at Meta fly. Meta rampant. Up to 159.50. That's good. All right, Bed Bath bouncing at 10s. Let's see if we hold $10. So here is according to Fortune, these are the odds of regional home prices dropping over the coming year here. And look at the difference, man. Texas, very low that prices are going to drop over the next year. Cali, high. Oregon, high. New York, higher. You know, some parts of like Alabama, it looks like here. Tennessee, you know. So we'll see. North Carolina, South Carolina, Arkansas. Texas is pretty low, man. So prices, I hope it's time for prices to drop. But I don't know if that's a good or bad thing for the economy, really. Could be a double-edged sword there. So this wasn't New People's Assumption. This was a filing that's out yet, which basically means that they're going to do an offering eventually. All right, let's see if BPBY can bounce at 10. Yeah, this is my old music, man. I like my old music better. All right, guys, look at Meta ramp here. Bed Bath still trying to bounce at 10. Yeah, so they have their investor update at 8:15. All right, 10.20 for Bed Bath. 10.20. All right, guys, 10.22 for Bed Bath. So we're starting to rebound a little bit here. A lot of the time they move in sympathy with each other. Well, they have their investor update going live at 8:15, so in about an hour and 30 minutes. Yeah, so they filed a S3. Just to put this into perspective, again, they filed an S3 registration, offering registration, and so they're registering a potential offering in the future. Is what they're doing here. So this is the way it works, right? So for companies to sell shares, they can't just kind of blindly sell shares whenever they want. They have to file it first, and then after a certain amount of time, that's when they're actually able to sell shares from that. And so they have to file their offering first, and then later on actually, do the offering, right? But it's not something like a company can't just randomly say, hey, I'm going to do an offering right now. That's just not how it works. That's not how it works. They have to file it first and basically let investors know that offering potential is there, because offerings will tank the stock. I mean, listen, if you decide to sell shares, aside from it being dilution, usually it's at a lower price than where it is now to make sure that the sales go through. And so with that, the offering, even if dilution is good for whatever specific reason, you have to file it, and it's usually going to cause the stock to drop. And so you have to file it in advance, kind of as a warning to investors, like, yo, we might sell shares. That's essentially what it is. Market's bouncing back up. SPY back up, Meta back up. Again, we did DCA into Apple, which is very nice right now. Yeah, EXPR has earnings today. They dropped their earnings at 6:45. So that's right now. So they are out with theirs. Let's see what EXPR earnings showed. All right, so EXPR showed fiscal year 2022 EPS of 22-cent loss to 16-cent loss. They dropped second quarter EPS of 10 cents, beat the 9-cent estimate. Sales of 464.9 million, missed the 479.62 million estimate. So here's the Express numbers that just dropped. So EXPR might be influencing the kind of meme stocks as well here, squeeze stocks. But EXPR dropped mixed results, and Express is just basically all the way down to $1, $2 a share. Let's see if Bed Bath can hold at 10. 10 is such a big psychological level. Well, yeah, they have their investor update. You know what I mean? Right, exactly, Paul. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, listen, I'm not, like, you guys know me. Like, I've been pretty critical on squeeze stocks in the past, and I certainly don't invest into many stocks, But like with Bed Bath and Beyond, if you truly want them to succeed, they need to sell shares to keep themselves afloat. I went to Bed Bath the other day to buy my wife something for her birthday, and there was nobody there. They're struggling as a retail company, and if they're going to succeed, they need to get some money and then make another business plan to do something, because doing what they're doing now is just going to be a slow trickle down, unfortunately for them, until it's over with. And so what they need to do is I'm okay with them selling shares in this specific instance, and if they end up coming back, then they can do a buyback program or whatever to get the shares back. But I don't mind a small amount of dilution now, because I think that they need it to survive. And I think that's something that, as much hate as Kramer gets, he was probably right about, in that they should have done this a while back and then tried to take advantage of the price being as high as it was. Like if they did this back when the company was high, I'm sure it would have held some of the gains more than where it is now, but it is what it is. All right, guys, Apple's still pumping up beautifully here, man. Hey, nice. And again, we did DCA into Apple yesterday. All right, Apple up to 160s here. Hey, what's up, Anita? Hey, what's up, CT? Do you believe that BBBY will probably drop further than it has now, or this around the buy range, would you say? I really don't know, Randolph. I really don't know, brother. So yeah, I really don't know why. Or I really don't know what Bed Bath is going to do moving forward. I can look at some major levels, and I think $10 is the level you want to see it hold over. You got 950 here as well, and you can kind of see these big supportive resistance levels usually kind of coincide with half and whole dollar areas, which is what we get here. Like here's 10, here's 950. So, you know, we're watching those big levels to see if they hold. You got the 200 moving average up here at 1180s. You got the VWAP at 1080. So any move over those is great, obviously. And we'll see. Yeah. Hey, man, I wish I could dollar cost them to snap a little bit more down here, to be honest, but that Apple DCA trade is killing it right now. STBX, I'm not sure, Ace. Yeah, let's see if the SPY can hit 400s, man. Here's Apple. SPY up to 399s here. Let's see if it breaks. All depends on the offering. If they do an offering at 6 or 7, you'll see a tank to there and stay until offering closes. Right, exactly. Depends on what your outlook is. All right, guys. Yeah, 100% Joshua. DCA on NVIDIA or AMD if you want. Yeah, I mean, my Apple DCA, like I said, man, my favorite things are when we drop like yesterday. Everybody gets all doom and gloom yesterday, but for me, it's like, dude, y'all are going to tell me there's not value to be had in these big emotional drops in the market, man? Come on now. You know? I like these big emotional moves, man. I can scalp in and out of that and just take some profit. Let's see what our polls are saying here. We did a poll. All right, SPY finally pulling back. BBBY right at $10 here, right at $10. All right, getting some pullbacks in the market here. All right, so market tapped right around $400 and is now kind of dipping down a little bit. All right, guys, Bed Bath bouncing right at 10 still moving back up some. We'll see if it continues. All right, guys. So Bed Bath's still holding at 10. Now we have this 1050 level. I hope you guys see the incredible importance of half and whole dollar watching here. I mean, look at this for Bed Bath. Like, okay, they say technicals don't work. They argue, hey, technical analysis doesn't work, right? That's just wrong. Of course it works. Look at this. The likelihood that a stock like Bed Bath & Beyond is going to go exactly to $10 over and over and over again, the whole dollar of 10 before going exactly or before that going exactly up to 1050, before that going exactly down to 950 here. The likelihood of the stock just kind of moving in that range over and over and over again is incredibly low. Even if you start to look at quarter dollars as well, you can even zoom in a little bit more and see, like, here's 1025 right here. So you can kind of see they're moving in half and whole dollar ranges. And you should be watching these for sure. These are some of my favorite levels to buy dips to, because a lot of the time, you know, in trading, in technical trading specifically, your job is to predict what other people are doing. And so what do people naturally do, and what levels do people naturally watch? They naturally watch half and whole dollar levels, sometimes quarter dollar levels as well. So 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, so forth and so on. 125, 550, $10, 1025, 1050, and you can just kind of keep going back and forth with that, because that's what traders do. And yeah, we'll see if it continues, but certainly a profitable way to trade. Ape's still dipping down here, man. Ape is testing $5 now. $5. Yeah, just took a little bit off of my Apple DCA here. So a little bit off my Apple DCA. So locking some profit in. How come there are so many books on how to become a millionaire, or about buying or real estate, Well, here's to be honest, let me put this into perspective for you for real quick, okay? Number one, real estate's a great way to become a millionaire, 100%, because this is what people do, and this is the way you become a millionaire in real estate, is you buy a rental property, right? You buy a rental property, you put somebody in it, you know, you start paying it off. You leverage that rental property to get another rental property, and then you buy that, and then you leverage that rental property to get another one, and you buy another one, and you so forth. You do that over and over and over again until you have a net worth of over $1 million with all the real estate that you own. That is how you do it. And it's going to get to a point where your cash flow coming in is going to far exceed what you're paying every month in mortgages. And, you know, most of the time, at least, not always, I can't guarantee that, but like, that's how people become millionaires in real estate. And that's how they do it. Not incredibly quickly. That might take 5 to 10 years, but, you know, that's how you do it. The other thing is to truly understand that, we Keller Williams was founded by a guy named what's his name? His name was Gary Keller, right? His name was Gary Keller. So the books you hear, the millionaire real estate agent, the millionaire real estate investor, so forth and so on, they were all written by Gary Keller, which was one of the co-founders of Keller Williams. Just to put that into perspective. And so if you're talking about how to become the millionaire real estate agent and the millionaire real estate investor, that's kind of how you do it. You know, that's what they're talking about here. Yeah, so if it's a Chapter 11 bankruptcy, that's just a reorganizational debt bankruptcy. So not good, but not as bad as, what is it, Chapter 7. You know, just not bad. Not as bad. Y'all do me a favor. We got almost 300 people here. Y'all hit the like button already, guys. We got almost 300 people here at 7 a.m. Hit the like button. Run those counts up. Hit the notification bell. I certainly appreciate you all. SPY popping back up a little bit here. So we'll see if it continues to ramp back up. I might add a little bit more to my Snapchat trade now that I can. And we're at such a cheap level here. I'm going to take 80 shares right now. Snap. Reasonable, I think. Bed Bath's trying to get back over 10 here. SPY at 399s. Hey, thank you, Harry. Looking at our poll here, we got 149 votes. Is this S3 offering filing good or bad for BBBY? 54% are saying good, they will make money. 45% are saying bad, they are diluting the company. Vote on the poll. Let us know what you guys think here. We got to pop back up in Bed Bath and pop back up in the SPY here. All right, SPY ramp it back up. All right, so the NBA mortgage applications. Yeah, so NBA mortgage applications dropped. My man Joshua dropped them, so I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Bed Bath back over 10 here. Back over 10. Hour? Never really heard of that. But yeah, hours popping up. We can look at it. There's hours at 495. We can look at the catalyst here. I'm not seeing any catalyst for hour. If you guys know why it's moving, let me know, because I don't see any catalyst. I see they had earnings on early August, but nothing now. Yeah. Yeah, man. They're roasting Kramer. Kramer says the Fed is telling you to sell the cryptos, the NFTs, the IPOs, and the SPACs before they take your life savings. No more nonsense. And then somebody else replied with Jim Cramer quote, "We like Coinbase at 475." End quote, Jim Cramer, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, silly. Hour popping up though. We'll see if Bed Bath can hold the support. We're looking at other runners today. Let me see here. So we're looking at some other runners. And yeah, we got a few people asking me why we don't have the scanners up anymore. It's not that I'm not promoting Benzinga anymore. It's that I've got a couple sponsors this month. And in order to keep it less, like, I don't want to plug too much stuff. Like, I don't want it to just be too many advertisements, right? And so because of that, I put down the scanners for now. And, if you want to check out Benzinga, of course, you can check out the link in the description. But it's just one of those things I'm not going to heavily promote, at least for the next month for now. Still working with Benzinga. Just kind of got to create some room for my other sponsors at this point in time. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But still love Benzinga. Still use Benzinga. Still very useful. But I just got to create some room. And we'll be back with them. Don't worry. All right, so we got GMBL gapping down. NTZ. I'm looking at some of the recent gappers here. NTZ. I kind of like the two-chart setup. It's a lot cleaner. MGAM, gapping up again here. Look at 570s for MGM. Just ridiculous move here. So look at MGAM, man. This thing has just been a huge run from 240s, 220s back a few days ago, all the way up to 560s right now for MGAM. Just a monster run. Yeah. You called that Bbby action perfect. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Kim. Yeah, so Snap going to lay off 20% of his workforce. Is that my son? Is my son up right now? Hold on one second. All right, guys. Sorry, my son having a little bit of an asthma attack is what that was. So he's okay, but we got to give him a breathing treatment. Is all it is. But yeah, we are back. My bad. Let me fix this. Yeah, son had a little bit of an asthma attack. Is all it was. Y'all can't hear the music, huh? I think my headphones disconnected. There we go. Can y'all hear the music now? NUWE flying. Yeah, look at MGAM. Yeah, NUWE up to 109s, 110s. Yeah. Yeah, he's okay. I appreciate it. Just got to give him a... so y'all can't hear the music right now? There we go. All right, guys. So yeah, NUWE ramping up. Let me look to see. They are up after the company announced new clinical data demonstrating 100% survival at 30 days following the use of ultrafiltration in high-risk post-operative coronary artery bypass grafting patients. End quote. So yeah, positive clinical trial results and data here. Or positive clinical results. So positive results here for NUWE. It's ramping up. The short float is very small, but it only has a 10 million float, so that might cause it to have some momentum in it. Yeah, it's pumping up. Again, MGAM is super interesting here as well. If we look at the SPY here, SPY bouncing back up to 399.30s here, 399.30. So we'll see if it holds. We'll see if it holds now. All right, guys. So Bed Bath bounced right up 10, still pushing up here. Yeah, hey. I don't know, Tree. It's up to you, brother. What do you think DraftKings play before season kickoff? It depends on how cheap it is now, to be honest, for DKNG. It's still not cheap enough for me. I need it down to like 13s, 12s if I'm going to buy DraftKings, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I might get them in karate. My daughter was in karate. She's like a blue belt or something. All right, guys. So Bed Bath at 10.16 is over 10 though, and that's good. If we could just hold 10, that's what you want, you know. All right, guys. So 1025s from Bed Bath here. 1025s. Let's see if this continues here, man. If we can hold 25, that's great. They might do an offering, or they're probably going to do an offering in the future, though. And that's the risk here, is that there's a high probability of an offering potential. So, you know, we'll see. Almost 1040s for Bed Bath here. 1040s now. So we are getting a rebound here. At 1040s right now for Bed Bath. 1040s. SPY starting to pump up as well here. Let's see if we can break 1050s. Again, we got this previous high of the day. The VWAP is right there as well. So we'll see if we can break over that. All right, guys, 1040. We got the SPY pushing up to 399.50s, which is great. All right, guys, 1030s. SPY pushing all the way up to almost $400 again. Let's see if the market can actually break these highs here. That would be great if it can. Yeah, what's up, Douglas? Yeah, I can kind of agree with it. I mean, long term, the offering might help the company. They need money right now. I think if they don't, then they're going to be even in worse shape, right? So I think doing the offering is necessary right now. And I think that's one of the things that Kramer surprisingly has been right about, is that I think Bed Bath needs to do an offering. I think that's one of the only ways that they stay afloat. Again, their business is not doing great. They need some money. They need some income coming in, and they need to make some money so that they can diversify their business and spread out and attack a different type of business, movement with their company. And we'll see. But they need to do an offering, in my opinion. It's something that's completely necessary. And so we'll see if what happens here. But again, let me know if you're buying up Bed Bath or not here. Again, with this though, they might eventually do an offering, and so that is a certain risk there, and we'll see. SPY pumping up as well here, so SPY's moving up. All right, guys, SPY up to 399.60s here. And again, guys, I've talked about these half and whole dollars many times before. Okay, look at the $10 level. Yeah, like we broke underneath it for a split second, but nothing's going to hold here. If you base your trades off of just this $10 level, right? It held 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5 times, right? That is 80% accuracy percentage wise. If you're just buying the dips in the situation of the $10 level, just to show you kind of how playing off the half or whole dollar can work here. Same thing with $10 or 10.50. I mean, look at this level. We drew this level at 10.50. We talked about it as well. And what happens? We go right up to 10.50. And we reject. Again, another easy trade to base your, another easy level to base your trades off of. And so what I'm saying is, if you look at these half and whole dollars and start to condition yourself to watch these, you can make some money in the market. You just got to you got to watch it. Buying the dip. What's up, Burrow? APRN holding. View up 1050. Yeah, right around 1050. Yeah. All right, guys, so let's see if the SPY can break 400. We're right around 400 now. We're at 399.60s. Bed Bath pushing up to that 1050 level we've mentioned numerous times here. And so, yeah, we'll see if we get some movement right now. Hey, what's up, Cincinnati? True Demon's thesis is that Ryan Cohen sold his entire BB position as a short sale to forfeit the profit of that trade back to the company to give them a little liquidity. Yeah, but why would he just give them the money naturally? Shorting hurts the company. You know what I mean? To a certain extent. But I know he wasn't shorting, but he's going to understand the price action negative consequences from that. Like, he's going to understand if he announces that he's selling his shares. If he really wanted to give them liquidity, he could have just not sold, to be honest, if we're looking at it objectively. Now, we can kind of twist it and try to make him a good guy here, but and I understand him taking profit. I'm not against it. If you can get in a trade and make 60 million from a trade, of course, like, listen, I'm not mad at you for it, but if he really wanted to help Bed Bath, he would have just not sold. He would have not sold, and that would have made them far more money than him giving them liquidity. You know what I mean? To a certain point, liquidity on the downside is not really a good thing, and yeah, it's just I should buy Mirror coin after this pump. I don't know. All right, guys, we got 1050 for Bed Bath, 1050. We can cover some of the investor update, I guess, if you guys want me to. Again, vote of the poll right now. Most people think this split is good, or this offering is good. Hey, we got 400 people here, guys. Take the time, hit the subscribe button. I certainly appreciate all the love and support. I really do. Thank you guys so much for the support. I truly appreciate it. All right, guys. Bed Bath right up to 1050s, right up there here. All right, 1050 right now tapping for Bed Bath here. Let's see if we can hold. Let's see if the SPY can hold 399 as well. That's what it wants. Cohen has a stake in Dragonfly, venture capitalist fund. He tweeted an obscure picture of a Star Wars reference of a Dragonfly starship rescuing the heroes before the ship. Does Dragonfly have a stock? Is Dragonfly? BPRO? Dragonfly? No, this is a different one. This is a drone company, so it must be a different Dragonfly. It's Drone Logics. Dragonfly Capital Partners is who you're talking about, I think. Let's see. I could look at it. Yeah, I'm looking at his tweet history. I don't see. He hadn't tweeted anything except for GameStop store leaders. All right, guys. Bed Bath's still right up there at 1050. Where was the tweet at? Yeah, all good. Can you explain your buying power with a $25,000 account? Well, it depends on what platform you're using here. You know, it depends on what type of account. You can have a 25 cash account, a 25 margin account. If you got over 25K, you almost certainly want a margin account, usually at least, because you're going to get instant settlement, shorting ability, all that good stuff. And so a $25,000 plus margin account you can day trade as much as you want, which is what I have here. I have a $25,000 to $30,000 margin account. They give me 4-to-1 day trading leverage here on TD Ameritrade. So they give me about 120,000 BP to trade with on TD Ameritrade with a margin account. So I can go short, I can go long. You know, I can buy and sell very quickly if I want to. I can scalp the markets like I do, and yeah, that's what you're going to get with that much buying power. So the Bed Bath report is at 8:15. So it's 7:30 right now. So we got about 45 minutes until that. We also have the jobs report dropping at 8:15 as well. The ADP employment report. Chicago manufacturing PMI drops at 9:45. All right, so there's 1060s for Bed Bath here. 1060s here. Bed Bath just ripped up to 1065s right now. So Bed Bath starting to come back here. Looks good. Looks good. All right, guys. So down to 1040s for Bed Bath here. Down to 1040s. The SPY is at 399.40 right now. 399.40. Hey, what's up, Eric? All right, so starting to dip down a little bit for Bed Bath. Down to 1030s here. SPY dropping down too. So Bed Bath comes out with their report at 8:15, I believe, is when the Bed Bath. Yeah, it's at 8:15. If you want to look at the Bed Bath stuff here, so this report is already out. It's Bed Bath. They already dropped the PowerPoint presentation if you guys want to look at it. So they already dropped their data here, and then they're going to do their investor update at 8:15. But here's Bed Bath's data, if you want to look at it. Forward-looking statements. This might contain forward-looking statements, all that good stuff. They talk about liquidity, cash flow. They said enhancing liquidity with financing commitments for more than $500 million via expanded $1.13 billion ABL facility and a new $375 million FILO loan as we work towards sustainable improvements to our balance sheet and cash flows, continuing to evaluate opportunities to augment capital structure and the filing of the Form S3. So the offering statement here, the right-sizing our cost structure through fleet optimization and workforce reductions as we lower SG&A and CapEx and prioritize returns on investments. Significant strategic changes are already underway to regain dominance as the destination for customers with the products they want and experiences they seek. Accelerating the buyback Bbby strategy under BBBY portfolio to drive growth and continue to monitor business and value creation. And realigning executive leadership and streamlining our organizational structure to focus on immediate priorities and important changes to strategy and operations. You can see all of this here. I'll give you the link if you want to look at all of this leading up to their investor report, their investor update report, which is again at 8:15. 8:15. Here is the link for that. There's the link if you want to check it out. Yeah, so big rejection at 1050 here, guys. Big rejection at 1050. SPY pulling back to VWAP here after rebounding some today at 399s right now, but Bed Bath came all the way back down to $10 here, $10. All right, guys, Bed Bath under 10 now, under 10 now. I'm trying to look at this report to see if they said anything super negative here. So they said that they filed an S3 to facilitate raising incremental equity capital and preparing initiation of an at-the-market offering program for up to 12 million shares of common stock. So at-the-market offering is not as bad as it could be. It's still not good, but it's still short term, but it's not as bad as it could be. Say they did like a $5 offering or something like that. The additional new capital preserve flexibility to execute on long-term capital structure objectives. Basically saying they're doing this to work on long-term growth. All right, so they got some new leadership. I guess people just aren't impressed with this, but they did do a financial update. So here's what it is, right? So for the quarter 2 of 2022, the interim update, net sales are going to be approximately 1.45 billion is what they're saying. Approximately 26% decline in comp sales versus LY, and usage of approximately 325 million versus 500 million last quarter of free cash flow usage. That's probably what's causing this drop here. They have comp sales versus LY, a decline in the 20% range, improvement into the second half versus the first half. They see approximately 250 million below LY, reflecting cost optimization in the second half of 22 for adjusted SG&A, and then capital expenditures were roughly 250 million versus originally planned 400 million. They also have approximately 150 store closures that are going to be initiated in the fiscal year of 2022 for assumptions. Yeah, that is probably what's causing this big drop here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Bull or bear on Bbby, let me know. But that's probably what's causing these drops. Yeah. I mean, y'all just got to be careful, really, here with stuff like that, though. I get it for sure, Joshua. But I think what happens with a lot of these is like people, it's confirmation bias a lot of the time, right? So it's like people see these things, and they want that to be the truth, right? They want that to happen, right? They don't want to think that Cohen sold his shares and just profited his 60 million plus. And so they kind of try to twist it to confirm what they want to believe, which is that he didn't turn their back on the Bed Bath community, right? Like that's really what it's about. But I think when you look at it objectively, if he wanted to give them liquidity, he could have just kept his stake. You know, him selling his stake in Bed Bath and Beyond is going to be far, far more damaging to not only liquidity, but also price for Bed Bath. That it's like him doing that is going to far, you know, the benefits of that are going to far underweigh the negative outcomes from it, if that makes sense, right? So it doesn't make sense in that regard, you know, in my opinion. Yeah, y'all hit that like button. Bed Bath just broke under lows here, down to 940s, 940s. Down to 930s. 930s here. Whew. Bloody Friday for Bed Bath here, down to 920s. Vote on the poll right now, guys. We got a Twitter poll also going on. So we asked people, does Bed Bath hold today? 46% say yes, 54% said nope. All right, guys. Bed Bath at 920, still dropping down. SPY dipping down with it as well. All right, guys. 398.80s here. 398.80s. Bed Bath under $9 a share here. Under $9. Bed Bath just falling down here. Is it over with, guys? Is it over with? Is the fun stop? Is the music stopping for Bed Bath & Beyond? If we look at like AMC here, AMC is at 912s. 912s now. So, yeah. Meme stocks not doing hot lately, guys. Not doing that hot. Let me know if you're buying up these moves or what you're doing here. But, yeah. Bed Bath, AMC, here's Ape at 507, so Ape all the way down to 5s. You know, Bed Bath & Beyond still falling down here, down to 890s here, guys. 890s. Whew. Bloody day for it, man. Bloody day. All right, guys, 915 back over 9s here. SPY dipping down to 399s. Sorry, guys. Loud. So yeah, over 9s now. SPY back to 399s. Anything else rip it up today? That looks good, man. But Bed Bath is looking rough right now. Just tanking down here. I think a lot of stuff is oversold though. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think a lot of stuff is oversold. And again, on these big drops for markets, I usually just DCA into it. I don't know about Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond's not really one that I DCA into, just because I think an offering potential is there. They said that it would probably be an ATM offering, which is at the market. And so, I mean, I don't think that's a bad offering. But, you know, we'll see. I don't think that's the worst offering I put it. It'd be a lot worse if they said, hey, we're going to do an offering at $6. You know, then the stock's going to drop to $6. So an at the market offering is a little bit better, I think, in that regard. And we'll see. All right, guys, 925s for Bed Bath, 925s. All right, guys. So 927s. We'll see if Bed Bath bounces back. SPY back over 399. So if we can hold 399 on the SPY, y'all think we're gonna go green today on the market itself? Again, does the SPY end green today? That's another poll we're doing. Yes, no. Let me know. Yes, no. Does the market end green today? Does the SPY end green today? I guess is what we're really going to be asking here. And yeah, who knows, man. Y'all give me a follow on Twitter if you want to vote on this poll regarding the SPY itself. I got this poll right here. You can take a look at it. Again, let me know if you think the SPY ends green. The SPY is at 399s right now. 399s. Oh, man, another messed up poll. Does the SPY end green today? Gotta delete this one now. All right, here we go. Here we go. If you want to vote on this poll, let me know whether you think the SPY is going to end green today. Yeah, I think it needs to break 400 and hold as well. All right, guys, and we do have some drops and everything here. Apple's starting to turn back around. Luckily, I took a little bit of profit off right around 7 a.m. How many more minutes until what, Persian? What's up, brother? Yeah, pre-market been more bullish, but even pre-market's starting to kind of correct a little bit. Look at the SPY dip down to 398s. But yeah, market's starting to tear down here a little bit for everything here. SPY, everything. So let's see if we can bounce back up. Bed Bath at 940s here. Let's see if we can get back over 10. It needs to get back over 10 is all it is. All right, guys. So Bed Bath at 9:35 here. Again, vote on the poll. We posted our Twitter link. And looking at the poll so far, about 37% think that, yes, the SPY is going to end green today. About 62% or 63% think no, the market is not going to end green today. And so, again, let me know. I hope we get a green day. Y'all give me a follow on Twitter if you haven't already. I'm hoping we're going to get a green day. Let me know. Yeah, Bbby at 940s here. Do you think the crypto market will go down? I think it's going to be dependent on what the regular market does in that regard. I think the crypto market lately has been following the broader stock market. And so with that, I think that's kind of what's going on right now, is that the crypto market is kind of following the regular market. And I think we got some other stuff coming out as well. You know what I mean? So we got some other stuff dropping too. All right, guys. Again, let me know what you guys watching right now. Anything else moving big? All right, team. SPY dipping down at 398. Let's see if Bed Bath can pop back up. We got the investor update conference, and I dropped the paperwork for that conference already here. So if you want the downloads, again, the main reason I think that Bed Bath is just tanking like this is this, right? So if we look at the PowerPoint presentation, here's some bad stuff, right? This is the bad stuff. If you want to know what it really is, what I think the real reason for this drop is, they had a financial interim update here, right? So this financial interim update for Bed Bath was not that great. You know, they had net sales coming in at approximately 1.45 billion, comp sales approximately a 26% decline in comp sales. Free cash flow usage is at 325 million versus approximately 500 last quarter. A decline in comp sales versus LY in 20% range. And so again, some of these, and also if you look at this little side note that's very small, they're assuming that 150 stores are going to close or start to close in the fiscal year of 22. And so I think that these are all things that are causing this big drop in Bbby here. These big drops, these are all things that I'm probably expecting to cause these big drops here. I don't think the call is done. Let me join the conference thing real quick. Hold on. No, conference hasn't started yet. It's going to be starting at roughly 7:15 a.m. Right, so it's going to start at it's going to start at roughly 8:15 a.m. So in about 25 minutes, 24 minutes is when it's going to start. And again, we'll see if we get back up there. We're watching the SPY. You could look at like the Q as well here. Q was at 302s. Luckily, we DCA'd into these big drops in the market yesterday. And yeah. All right, guys. Bed Bath coming all the way back down to 915s here. 915. Whew. Getting some drops. Up to 933s now. Q is bouncing back a little bit right around VWAP. Q is at 302.60s. Yeah, EXPR had earnings today. So if you look at Express here, here's Express. Right. What happened with Express? I had Express for a second. Yeah, here's Express. So Express, it dropped 10-cent profit per share, beat the 9-cent estimate, missed on sales. So mixed results for Express. Arda, explain how I was pumping Snapchat, and you as well, Just Joe. And like I said, honestly, Just Joe, just a warning here, you seem kind of contrarian a lot of the time, where you're kind of like passively talking smack half the time. So just a warning, if it keeps up, you know me, man, I'm just gonna ban you, brother. Arda, also, I don't pump anything, dude. I don't pump anything. It's obvious that you haven't stuck around here for very long, because if you did, I was telling people when the initial squeeze happened that short squeezes don't last forever. They simply don't. I was also disagreeing with somebody today on why I thought that Ryan Cohen adding liquidity to the position didn't make any sense in that regard. And so if you think I'm pumping things here, if you think I'm telling people to buy anything, please show me where, and we'll talk about it. Okay. Hey, what's up, Keith? Pre-market is trash today. Yeah, there's not really much stuff going on. Yeah, he was. He was referencing me talking about why it dropped. And again, I'm looking at this here. This is what I was referencing on why the stock dropped. And I even said this is probably why the stock is dropping. If you look at this, they're planning on closing 150 stores in 2022. So, yeah, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's cheap here. The only question mark with Bed Bath is, are they going to do an offering? And I think they're almost certainly going to do an offering, obviously. They said it's probably going to be an ATM offering, which is at the market. With that type of offering, it's not as bad as, say, they did like a $6 offering and kind of threw that out in the books. Yeah, it's just ridiculous, bro. You know what I mean? People mad. It's all good, Do the meme stocks follow SPY movement? On a micro scale, yes. So, like, the meme stocks will kind of follow the SPY on a very short-term basis. Like, they're not going to follow broad SPY activity. What they're going to follow is they're going to follow like short-term movement. Like, I'll put it this way. If AMC is running up and the SPY absolutely crashes down, AMC's probably going to follow it to a certain extent. Like, it's going to follow it a little bit. It's not going to long-term follow the SPY, but if the market's really, really bloody or really, really polarized in one direction, then yeah, AMC might follow it to a certain extent. Like, AMC might drop a little bit if the market crashes, essentially. If the market just flies up, AMC might move up in sympathy with it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, bro. Again, my big thing here, and it's frustrating because it's like, dude, everything we do is free. I don't sell anything. I don't charge for anything. If you ever hear anybody ask me, hey, hey, John, should I buy this stock? I always say, hey, I don't know. I have no idea. Is usually my go-to response. I have no idea. I never tell anybody to buy anything. I don't want people to buy anything. I don't want anybody to copy me. I probably say this at least 5 to 10 times per stream. Anytime somebody asks me, and I get this question every day, multiple times a day, people ask me, hey, John, should I buy XYZ stock? I almost always say, I don't know, because I really don't know. I don't know what any of these stocks are going to do. That's not what I'm about here. I'm not trying to tell people to do anything. I'm just trying to put out free information. If people want to make, their trades, go ahead. But I'm not telling anybody to buy anything. Yeah, I have no idea what anything's going to do. I have no idea what I'm talking about, bro. Y'all don't copy me. Yeah, that's a bad move to copy me, Anyways, Bed Bath at 925s. We're watching that. We got Express at 185s. What do you think about WLDS? I've never heard of it, young Dave, so I have no idea what it's going to do. I've never heard of that one. It'll probably go live in a couple hours, but I'll watch it. IPOs are always fun to watch. But again, I just have no idea what they're actually going to do. Here's the Q. Q bouncing up a little bit. SPY bouncing up a little bit as well, which is good for me. I did dollar cost into Apple yesterday, which is turning out to be a pretty profitable trade so far. We already took a little bit of profit on that one at the open. Or not at the open, at the 6 a.m., 7 a.m. market open time. Yeah, don't sue me. Hey, this is the most base YouTuber. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it. We try, bro. We try. Like I said, I just try not to mislead people. I try to be honest with people. Like, people who are struggling themselves find reasons to be upset. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you're down a bunch on Bed Bath, you know, it might be easier, instead of looking inside yourself and being like, man, you know, this is my fault. Sometimes for an immature person, it's a lot easier to say, hey, this is John from Beginner Trading's fault. Even though it's like, John from Beginner Trading never told you to buy anything, bro. I have no idea what anything's going to do. And it boils back down to you're in charge of your own trading decisions here. You know, I'm not telling you to buy anything. I have no idea what anything's going to do. I might be wildly wrong about all of my own biases and perspectives on stocks. And that should be an understandable and obvious thing, you know? So, hey, with that said, green or red so far this week, guys? It's Wednesday. It's hump day. It's midweek. Are you guys green or red? Let me know. Honestly, bro, I had to give up coffee today, so maybe I'm a little bit moodier today, bro. I had to give up coffee. I'm drinking this stevia cola, which is just not the same thing. It's just not the same thing. It's just not as good. You know, coffee just beats my stomach up. Not just that, I've noticed after I drink coffee, my hands are like shaky. Hey, what's up, King? Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Hey, what's up, Juan? How come Snap dropped? Snap dropped. Oh, Snap said they're laying off about what is it? 20% of their workforce is what Snapchat said. Yeah, 20% of their workforce is what they're gonna lay off for Snapchat. And again, luckily, I was able to take most of my profit off of Snap yesterday. I actually added a little bit more back to it at these lows for Snapchat. So I was actually able to, basically what happened with me on Snap here, if you guys remember, I had a couple hundred shares of Snap. This is my trading on it. So I had a couple hundred shares of Snap. I started to DCA into Snap here. Maybe before that, maybe it was back here. But I started to DCAing into Snap around these levels here. Or when I started to DCA into it, like around these levels, right? Once Snapchat popped up here, I took most of my profit off. And so by the time this pop had happened, I took 80% of my position or something like that, roughly 80%. I'll have to go back and look at how much it was. I took roughly 80% of my position off on this rip back a few days ago. And so then leading into this drop, I was still holding some shares, but I actually added a little bit more down here, trying to kind of DCA into it now. So we're kind of averaging into it. Maybe not DCAing. Maybe I shouldn't call it that, because DCAing is just using periodic buys, regardless of price. I'm actually waiting for drops and then adding on those drops. And so that's a little bit different, I think. But I digress here. Point is, I added back on this bottom, and we have roughly 80 shares now. 80 shares. And so we'll see what we get on these remaining shares. I don't mind holding Snapchat down here. And we'll see what we get. Apple just had a big drop here, a big drop. I'm hoping this is just a wick, but it might not be. You can usually tell with the SPY reaction here. Okay, so the SPY hasn't reacted. This is almost certainly just a candle wick, I'm hoping. Okay, yeah, good. It was a wick. I was about to say, man, Apple better not be dropping. We also started averaging into Apple on this big drop yesterday, too. And so we started adding to Apple down here, and we're actually really nicely green in this position now. It's at 160 almost, 160. So we're really nicely green in Apple currently. Took some position off already, and yeah, not doing that bad here for Apple. So green on Apple as well overnight. Yeah, so here goes the 8 a.m. scrum. Yeah, we do crypto futures. What do you think about Disney last time you called it on point? The next Fed rate hike is going to be September 20th to 21st is what it is. Disney, I like Disney, but I'm not buying it until, oh, actually I did buy Disney yesterday. I forgot about that. So I added Disney on a swing trade yesterday, and I'm green on that one. My entry for Disney is 112.30. So my entry on Disney is up here at 112.30. Small position, but I did add to Disney as well right around here yesterday also, when I started to kind of DCA into everything out. Not DCA. It's not really DCA, but when I started to average into positions, I got a Disney about right here. So we're green on that also right now. Oh, and Disney. So we ended up buying. This is just a swing trade though. I really don't like Disney as like a surefire thing until it's down to like 105s. You know, that's usually my go-to buy dip level. But who knows what this one's going to do. Yeah, well, the DXY has been influencing everything for sure. All right, guys. Disney started to pump up. Bed Bath & Beyond is still just consolidating, kind of tanking down towards these lows. All right. All right, guys. The SPY starts to bounce back here. Yeah, SPY ripping back up, which is great for me in my Apple trade as well. Snapchat starting to rebound back a little bit. Good for Disney trade as well here. All right, guys, SPY almost up to 400 here. Here's 400 on the SPY, and that'll be a relevant level. I think for Bed Bath, we just got to see if it holds $9. Again, their investor update is going to be in about 9 minutes here, about 9 minutes. So we'll see if we get anything good on that investors meeting for Bed Bath here. And I wonder how long it's going to be. We could cover it here if you guys want us to. I might do that poll here. Let me see whether you guys want me to actually stream the earnings call or the investor update, or if you want me to just post the link to it. I could do either one, to be honest here. All right, guys, so we're still getting a test of $9. All right, guys. There's $400 for SPY here, so let's see if that could hold. We should hop on stream one day and do some crypto futures trading. Yeah, I like crypto futures. I'd like to hear your thoughts on it, but I'm a bag holder. Yeah, we'll stream it. I got you guys. All right. Hey, what's up, Alberto? Longeveron, LGVN. SPY looking good. Yeah, SPY's popping up a little bit here. How to play the VWAP at 200 combination, bro. I think for me personally, I like to play it like this, right? So if we look at, let me add this combo to the chart here. Here's the 200 moving average. I like to look at levels where it pulls back to both of these levels, right? And so I like to scale in to a position where it pulls back to both these levels and holds. And so you can kind of see that here on the SPY where we get the moving average, the 200 EMA, and the VWAP right around the same spot here. Now, the SPY might not be a good example, but if you look at like market hours, for instance, here's a great example of this, right? So here is a pullback to right around the same level, like right around when the 200 moving average was around the VWAP here. And look at how well that rejection happened. If you keep zooming out here, again, you can see multiple examples of this exact thing. Like these bounces, sure, but when we had the 200 moving average and the VWAP right around the same spot, we got a really nice follow-through bounce up here. And I think that's how I'm going to personally play it myself, is I'm just going to look for them to hit right around the same spot. Here's another example of both of those levels being roughly at the same spot and, you know, big rejection on the downside here. So, yeah, I think that looking for those areas to be at the same area and then buying the pullback can work. It failed a little bit here. It looks like the crossover is working a little bit to a certain extent also, but it might be just lagging to a certain extent here. But yeah, here's another example. They're right around the same spot, and then we get a nice little bounce here. So I think using that as kind of a support level and then buying the dip to it makes sense. We got a few other people talking about Longeveron, LGVN. And we're at about 530s right now. Bouncing right off the 200 moving average here. I know this one had some catalysts, but I'm not sure what it actually was here. So yeah, they got FDA fast track designation for the treatment of their hypoplastic left heart syndrome in infants. So FDA fast track designation for Longeveron. It's got a float size of 5.2 million, so a small float, about 5% short float here as well. So we'll see. Bed Bath just broke under $9 a share here, under 9. Not looking that hot. SPY even dipping down a little bit from this as well. So SPY falling down, under $9 for Bed Bath here. My thoughts on this, guys. I think the squeeze is probably done. I think the short squeeze is probably done. Now, it doesn't mean the company's done. There may be some value here. I think what BBBY has going for it is that it's got a huge following of traders, like a big following of traders. And I'm still holding my piece of it, but like it's a small piece. And again, if we're talking about good things, I think it's got a huge following of supporting traders, right? And so, but bad wise, they're going to do an offering in the future. It's probably going to be an ATM offering, and that's probably going to drop the stock more. Hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, thank you, sir. Yeah, and a little bit. I do everything. I don't short stocks like this. Like, I don't short small caps or cheap stocks like this. The only stocks I'll short are the SPY or maybe like Apple or like, you know, something like that. If it sets up well enough, sure. But yeah. Where do you think the low is going to be for Bed Bath here? Where's the low? All right, guys. One second, guys. Hold on one second. Just doing one thing real quick. What is Expedia? $150 a month for Expedia, man. I gotta look to see what that is. All right. All right, guys. Sorry, guys. Doing one more thing here. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Back over $9 for Bbby here. Yeah, I know what Expedia is. I'm trying to see why they're charging my card $100+. You know. All right, guys. 12 minutes here before the investor conference. Again, I'm going to mute the music for a second so we can hear what's going down real quick. Hold on one second. And then, yeah, we'll play it. Hold on. Let me make sure we can hear it. All right, so yeah, they haven't started yet. Waiting for it to go live. Hopefully it's not too long. If it tracks to be too long, though, you know, we'll see. But yeah. Here's Bed Bath back at $9. We'll see how this investor update affects the stock. We'll see what they say. And we'll watch how this affects the broader market as well, team. But do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. While we got the investor conference going on, we're going to actually put it in sub-only mode. You know, I hope you guys understand. We are going to put it in sub-only mode while we do this. You know, hit the subscribe button, show you're supportive for the community we have going on here, the free community. We are back up over 9s at 908s currently as we speak, at 908s here, team. So, yeah, we'll see. All right, guys, it should be starting right now. Let me see if it's live yet. Again, we're checking on it to see when it goes live. Hold on one second. Let me make sure we're going to get this when it goes live. And nope, not live yet. Still waiting here. I'm going to refresh it just to make sure we're not missing it, which I don't think we are. I'm going to refresh it. Sometimes they're a little bit late. SPY just popped over VWAP here.
At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode.
Sound check.
Later, we will conduct a question-and-answer session. During the question-and-answer session, if you'd like to ask a question, you could do so by pressing 01. Please note that after your question
Sound check,
has
1 2
been
1 2.
asked, your line will be muted and the answer will follow. If you have a question, again, you can press 01. As a reminder, the conference is being recorded. I will now turn the call over to your speaker, Susie Kim.
Sound check, 1 2 1 2. We good?
Thank you, Cheryl, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Bed Bath & Beyond's Business and Strategic Update Call. Joining us today are Sue Gove, Director and Interim Chief Executive Officer, Gustavo Arnal, our Chief Financial Officer, Mara Serhal, Brand President of Bed Bath & Beyond, and Patty Wu, Brand President for Bbby. Before we begin, let me remind you that a press release and slide presentation can be found on the Investor Relations section of our website at bedbathandbeyond.com and as exhibits to our related Form 8K. This conference call and the slides we refer to may contain forward-looking statements, including statements about or references to our outlook regarding the company's performance, our internal models, and our long-term objectives. All such statements are subject to risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from what we say during the call today.
Bed Bath & Beyond up to 925s
Please refer
here.
to our most recent periodic SEC filings for more detail on these risks and uncertainties, including the risk factor section in our 8K filings today, our annual report on Form 10K, and our quarterly reports on Form 10Q. The company undertakes no obligation to update or revise any forward-looking statements. The information we will discuss today contains certain financial measures that exclude amounts or are subject to adjustments that have the effect of excluding amounts that are included in the most directly comparable measure prepared in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles. At this time, we are not providing a reconciliation of certain non-GAAP preliminary expected results or our fiscal year 2022 guidance, as we do not currently have sufficient information to accurately estimate all of the variables and individual adjustments for such reconciliation. The preliminary results described in today's press release and presentation for the second quarter, which ended just a few days ago, and the full year are estimates only and remain subject to change and finalization based on our ongoing review of results for the quarter and completion of all quarter end close and audit review processes. As such, we will be limiting the Q&A portion of today's call. Questions related to our quarterly performance, current trends, forward-looking guidance, and any details related to these areas for modeling purposes or otherwise can be addressed on our earnings call currently scheduled for Thursday, September 29th. Additionally, we will be filing an 8-K upon the closing of the financing. Please refer to that filing for additional information when we close.
All right, we do have non-farm payroll
Finally,
numbers out as well here,
today's release
guys.
included a statement from Harriet Edelman, independent chair of our board of directors, regarding our CEO search. This will be the only statement we make at this time. I would now like to turn the call over to Sue for today's strategic update.
All right, guys, 920 for
Thank
Bed Bath
you,
here.
Susie.
SPY up to
Good
400
morning,
plus.
everyone, and thank you for joining us. We recognize there has been a great deal of focus on our company in anticipation for today's announcement since we last spoke with you just 8 weeks ago. We are going to cover a variety of topics today that will highlight how we have acted quickly and urgently to address the financial and operational needs of our business. As I referenced on our last call, we are embracing a straightforward, back-to-basics philosophy that focuses on serving our customers, driving growth and profitability, and delivering business returns. In a short period of time, we have made significant changes and instituted the appropriate enablers across our entire enterprise to regain our dominance as a shopping destination for our customers as they seek their favorite brands and products. We command a special presence in the home and baby markets, and we intend to fulfill our opportunity to be the category retailer of choice. In order to accelerate our turnaround, we have enhanced our financial positioning by securing financing for more than $500 million of incremental liquidity. Concurrently, we prepared a Form S-3 registration statement, which was filed earlier today to further augment our capital structure. Gustavo will discuss this in more detail shortly, but we are committed to reinforcing the financial runway to execute the critical strategies needed for our business. We are creating sustainable improvements to our balance sheet and cash flows to deliver business returns. In addition to our liquidity and capital structure, we have also redesigned our organization structure to better serve our priorities while driving profitability and cash flow. We are right-sizing our cost structure and store fleet to reflect our current volumes and more streamlined objectives. This includes a reduction in force across corporate and supply chain, as well as store closures. Our customer and business have evolved, and we are shifting our resources to support the areas of opportunity that we believe will fuel future returns. Accordingly, we are also lowering our capital expenditure plans for the current year. To intensify our focus on accelerating performance across all banners, we have realigned our leadership team as well. I am pleased to announce the elevation of Mara Serhal and Patty Wu as brand presidents for the Bed Bath & Beyond and buybuy BABY banners, respectively. Mara will also continue to lead our Harmon business. Both Mara and Patty will have P&L responsibility and report directly to me. Our new brand presidents will be responsible for our customers' full end-to-end experience across merchandising, planning and allocation, brand marketing, and stores. I'm pleased you'll be hearing from them today as they share their visions for Bed Bath & Beyond and buybuy BABY. While each of our banners are at different business stages, we recognize the unique value each has on our market positioning. Mara will be talking about her plans to recapture Bed Bath's market share, including our return to becoming more focused on national branded merchandise. On buybuy BABY, as we announced in today's press release, our board and strategy committee have determined that Baby's future growth and value can best be accelerated as part of our portfolio at this time, and we look forward to elevating our strategic focus on Bbby under Patty's leadership. Our business is changing, and we believe that this new management design will allow us to fully focus on our customer, immerse ourselves in each business, and accelerate results by honing in on the preferences and needs of the customer. As part of our new vision and reflecting on simplification of priorities, the roles of Chief Operating Officer and Chief Stores Officer have been eliminated. As a member of both the board and management team, I want to thank John Hartman and Greg Melnick for their contributions to our company. Before turning the call over to Mara, I want to emphasize our commitment to all stakeholders on delivering what our customers want, driving growth and profitability, and strengthening our financial position. Specifically, over the past several weeks, I have spent time with our suppliers and vendor partners to reset and refresh our relationships. Engagement and support has been high across our suppliers, particularly with our largest partners. These partners want us to win, and our merchandising leaders have been in close touch with our vendors to ensure continuous support. Today serves as a springboard for even further communication. In fact, we're planning a supplier event in early fall 2020 to build on new relationships, strengthen existing ones, address any issues to ensure strong support, and work collaboratively to create the best experience for our shared customers.
Under $9.
I look forward to working with our stakeholders as we pave the way for our future together.
All right, under $9 now for Bed Bath here.
Ahead, our roadmap is clear, and we're confident that the significant changes we've announced today will have a positive impact on our performance. The recent launch of our new cross-banner loyalty program underscores our unwavering brand awareness and recognition. In a short period of time, Welcome Rewards has amassed 5 million customers, reflecting a 20% increase in new memberships, and we continue to see significant positive momentum. We intend to build on our deep heritage as a beloved retailer and capitalize on the positive changes we have made and will make to better serve our customers. Now I'll turn the call over to Mara to cover the strategic changes we have planned at Bed Bath & Beyond.
Thank you.
All right, guys, what are your thoughts on this, man? What are your thoughts on this? Bullish or bearish?
My enthusiasm and
Under 9
for the opportunity to lead the Bed Bath banner as part of my new role. As Sue mentioned, we have an opportunity to recapture market share. In fact, in a recent customer survey we conducted, almost 90% of respondents pointed to Bed Bath as one of their favorite retailers, and more than 80% would still consider Bed Bath & Beyond for a future shopping trip. There is still an incredible degree of love for Bed Bath & Beyond. We must get back to our rightful place as the home category destination, and our goal is to achieve this by leading with the products and brands our customers want. First and foremost, we are taking a very specific category strategy approach to our key destination businesses that we're known for, including, of course, bed, bath, and kitchen. Underpinning this merchandise strategy will be a shift back to national brands and really aligning the availability and visual projection of beloved brands such as Calphalon, Ugg, Cuisinart, Dyson, and OXO, to name a few, across our sales channels. Being the national brand authority is a key point of difference for Bed Bath & Beyond in the home market. In September, we plan to launch a robust Welcome Back, Welcome Home campaign to anchor our site, app, and store experience back to these national brands and feature key items to amplify our destination categories. We've also done a complete overhaul of our prime in-store property, including the aisles and end caps, to make sure our visual merchandising leads with national brands while offering great value and solution sets. Another key differentiator for our brand will be emerging direct-to-consumer brands as well as innovation. Being the first to bring new brands and products to our customer has always been one of our roles as a retailer. In the home market, there are many D2C brands which bring their own compelling brand marketing and followers who know and want them, but aren't widely available to shop. Bed Bath & Beyond can make these brands attainable for customers, and we are just at the beginning of the D2C trend curve. We have an exciting opportunity to capture this emerging trend as it becomes a bigger and more important part of the home sector, just as you've seen occur in the beauty space. Innovation is another area of opportunity for us, particularly in our home electrics category. We were the first to bring many of today's household items, like the air fryer or single-serve coffee maker, to our customers. I believe we have the ability to launch and take a stand on new home-related items like these, creating new markets that can spur demand. Discovering innovative and unexpected brands, products, and categories will return to being a core experience for our customers, both in stores and online. Finally, we are refocusing the role of owned brands to be in service and support of our overall category strategy. This means we are reducing the breadth and depth of our own brands as we lean into national brands. Of course, we'll be protecting specific brands and programs that provide options for our customer, particularly at varying price points. For example, we just reviewed our holiday floor set, and there is an own brand turkey roaster at an attractive price point. This is the beauty of Bed Bath & Beyond. We have an offering that spans opening price point to Best Plus. We will have a focused assortment of products that address our customers' preference across a range of brands and price points. That is our strength. More specifically, after a thorough review of our labels, we are exiting a third of our own brands and retaining Simply Essential, Nest Well, Our Table, Squared Away, H for Happy, and Everhome. Conceptually, our goal is to reduce our own brand's inventory penetration by 20 percentage points in favor of national brands. And over the next several quarters, we will continue implementing a three-pronged approach to liquidating our excess product. This includes leveraging promotion and clearance, using third-party sellers and stores that are closing to push through inventory, and finally, canceling orders so that we can gradually manage our future receipt base.
All right, guys, Bed Bath.
Rebalancing our inventory will not occur overnight. We are impacting as many of our buys as possible to increase our current national brand inventory and anticipate sequential improvement each quarter as we continue to increase our national brand inventory and reach the appropriate penetration levels. To maximize the impact of our merchandising changes, we also plan to leverage our customer engagement strategies to drive traffic. In addition to the Welcome Back, Welcome Home strategy we have planned, we will pulse our well-known coupon opportunistically in all forms to improve customer traffic across our sales channels. It has been exciting to see the early success of our Welcome Rewards loyalty program and tethering that to our popular coupon to support our new category-focused product strategy will further amplify the value of shopping at Bed Bath & Beyond. So we have made a lot of changes in a short period to recapture market share over the longer term. While there is much work ahead of us, our renewed alignment across the Bed Bath team will enable us to return to prominence and be the brand that our customers know and love. And now I'll pass it over to my colleague, Patty.
All right, guys, what are your thoughts on this here, team?
Everyone. I'm
Bullish or
excited to be
bearish?
here today, and I'll echo Mara's excitement as I embrace my new role to lead our Bbby team during this important stage of our growth. Our purpose at Bbby is to serve our customers during a very special time in their lives. Our role is to be a resource for that next generation of new parents, young millennials, and Gen Zers, and doing it in a way that is pertinent to them. If you think about how parents used to rely on volumes of heavy books to learn about what to expect, we're here to help new parents who are digitally savvy and native and who rely on their 6-ounce smartphones for everyday living. We're here to be advocates for parents and help them raise amazing tiny citizens by being a supportive information resource, in addition to being a retail destination. This is our point of differentiation, and it's our knowledge and our humanity. As Sue mentioned, the Board Strategy Committee has prioritized driving future growth and value by accelerating organic initiatives within the portfolio. With important work by the committee, management, and its advisors, we have further validated the sizable opportunity to build on the banner's leadership position in the category and drive growth by expanding our platform and extending the range we serve. Now, how will we do it? We'll build a solution platform which creates a whole community around parenthood. We're thinking about the customer journey for both the parent as well as the child and how we can help you as a parent from prenatal to preschool. We're building infrastructure that can grow our relationship with the expectant parent beyond the first year. While we are seen as the authority for gear and nursery, we also want to age up with parents and their kids and introduce parents to the best selection in age up categories, including apparel and early childhood development, to keep him or her coming back month after month. Our stores play a critical role as we leverage our associates' expertise to guide expectant parents and help them care for themselves and their babies. Our associates create the customer experience and share knowledge by demonstrating products, providing recommendations, and offering advice to first-time and even second-time parents because there is just so much continuous innovation across categories. We also leverage our in-store real estate to show customers what's new and what's next on a category basis. Floor resets will focus on our version of new arrivals to showcase new brands and innovation. And similar to Bed Bath, we are a destination for our customers' beloved brands, and we want parents to come to us first to find what they're looking for. Additionally, we want our parents to see us as a learning lab, and borrowing Mara's theme, see us as a place for discovery. For example, we helped to launch Owlet, a great provider of next generation baby monitors, after discovering it at a trade show and working with its founder to bring it to market. We understand our customer and market best, and we want to connect great brands with great parents.
Y'all give your boy a follow on
Digitally,
Twitter.
we are going to win through Omni by leading with social commerce. We've focused on content, strategic partnerships, lifestyle partners, and influencers to become the information and solution destination for our parents. Whether you have questions for the American Academy of Pediatrics about nutrition during pregnancy or want to know how Michelin-starred chefs feed their fussy eaters, we have the answers for you. This is about how our parent is living in an omni way, being a resource as early as possible and retaining them for as long as possible. We're elevating who we are with the young millennial and Gen Z customer and connecting with them differently than any other retailer. We're also very excited about the potential for Welcome Rewards to help us create a dual experience in both registry and loyalty. When a new parent registers with us, they're automatically enrolled in our loyalty program, which enables us to build a longer-term relationship and help guide him or her through their prenatal to preschool journey. We start with the seasonal experience and simultaneously provide a bespoke experience that customizes offers and programs that celebrate you as a parent and where you are in your journey. For example, it's not just the baby's first birthday, it's the parent's first anniversary as a mom or dad, and they've survived. So Welcome Rewards will help us celebrate both digitally and in stores. Bye Baby's role under the Bed Bath & Beyond umbrella is to capture this key milestone in our customer's life. We have the potential to introduce someone new to Bed Bath from their time at Bbby, or extend the loyalty of our adult Bed Bath customer beyond college, who are beyond their college days or their early first home, as they begin their parenting journey. The strategies we are accelerating will enable us to expand our market share. And now I'll turn the call over to Gustavo for the financials.
Thank you,
All right,
Patty.
guys,
And
financials
good morning,
right here.
everyone.
This is going to be the interesting
Before we
part
open
here,
the
to be
call
honest.
for
This is going to
questions,
be,
I will spend a few moments expanding on the financial updates we provided today. As Sue discussed, we have taken significant steps to strengthen our liquidity and optimize our cost structure as we pursue our customer-focused strategies to build momentum heading into the holiday season. We have worked closely with our financial advisors, VRG and JP Morgan, to secure financing commitments for more than $500 million, optionality which existed under our asset-backed revolving credit facility. This new financing includes a newly expanded $1.13 billion ABL facility led by JP Morgan and a new $375 million first in, last out facility with Sixth Street Partners. Upon closing, we plan to use the proceeds from the FILO to pay down borrowings on our ABL. As of the second quarter, our availability under the ABL was approximately $300 million, reflecting $550 million of borrowings and approximately $130 million in letters of credit. Upon closing of our new financing, the availability under the ABL will increase to approximately $800 million. Cash and investments at the end of the quarter were approximately $200 million. Our enhanced liquidity of $1.13 billion will be used to support immediate priorities, including rebalancing our inventory, driving traffic, and supporting our vendors, as Sue, Mara, and Patty discussed. We have also prepared an S-3 filing to be executed at the earliest opportunity, which is intended to facilitate incremental capital raising. Accordingly, a prospective supplement for an at-the-market equity offering program was also promptly filed this morning for 12 million shares, which will be offered through Jefferies. We currently intend to use the net proceeds to further our liquidity, support our business strategies, or reduce leverage and interest expense. As it relates to cost structures, we continue to take necessary steps to right-size our cost structure and store fleet. Organizationally, we will be flatter and more efficient with an expense base that aligns with business operations. We have begun a reduction in force, which includes approximately 20% across corporate and supply chain. We're also initiating an additional store fleet optimization program and identified approximately 150 underperforming
Down to
stores.
850s for Bed Bath.
Closing
850s.
activities have commenced. These structural cost reductions are anticipated to generate approximately $250 million of in-year cost savings this fiscal year. The decision to close stores and reduce headcount is a difficult one. However, these steps reflect changes in strategy and will allow us to focus our resources on the areas of the business that offer the highest return as we drive towards sustainable, long-term, profitable growth. In addition to cost optimization, we're reducing our fiscal 22 capital expenditures to $250 million versus our original plans of $400 million. CapEx is sufficient to focus on enhancing our technology, improving our customer-facing capabilities, and store maintenance. Store remodels and new store openings will remain paused as we strategically reevaluate our future plans and returns, given changes in customer shopping and preferences. Our financial priorities will be focused on enabling our business to operate more efficiently, recover profitability, and improve our balance sheet and cash flow. While we're still in the early stages of the actions discussed today, we're lowering our cash burn and building momentum to capitalize on the upcoming holiday season. I will now provide an interim preliminary Q2 update based on preliminary indications following the end of our second quarter just this past weekend. At this time, we're sharing the following preliminary results. Net sales of approximately $1.45 billion, comparable sales decline of approximately 26% compared to the second quarter of fiscal 21, and free cash flow usage of approximately $325 million. I will now share updated outlook commentary for this year. Comparable sales decline in the 20% range as the rate of decline in the second half of fiscal 22 abates versus the first half. Adjusted SG&A expense of approximately $250 million below last year, reflecting cost optimization actions occurring in the second half of fiscal 22, and capital expenditures of approximately $250 million versus the company's original plans of approximately $400 million. As a reminder, we have only just begun our quarterly close process, and we will provide full overview of results during our next earnings call. Operator, we're now ready for questions.
Thank you. We will now begin the
All right, so here's the
question and
Q&A.
answer session. If you have a question, please press
We'll
zero
see.
one on your touchtone phone.
If you're in
Please
Bed
note
Bath
that
& Beyond,
after
what's
you
your
ask
entry?
question, your line will be muted so the question can be answered. Once again, if you'd like to ask a question, please press 01 on your touchtone phone. Standing by for questions. Okay. Our first question comes from Michael Lasser from UBS. Your line is now open.
Good morning. Thanks a lot for taking my question. Have you seen any behavioral changes from your vendors in how they're shipping products or the terms that they're acquiring from Bed Bath & Beyond?
I'm sorry, Michael, I didn't hear the first part of your question. There was a little bit of a blur. Have we seen any, what kind of changes?
Any changes from your vendors too, in
Spy
terms that
under-
your vendors are acquiring or the willingness to ship product, anything like that?
SPY under
So
VWAP
we've
and
worked
200
very
moving
closely
average.
with our vendors. It is, a regular dialogue, and as you know, we have, been working through our liquidity, process over this last 60 days. So I would say that it has been a very careful and close balancing act. And again, no holistic changes there.
Thank you. Our next question comes from Seth Basham from Wedbush Securities. Your line is now open.
Thanks a lot and good morning. My question is on the merchandising strategy going forward. It seems like a lot of the merchandising changes you're talking about going back to a national brand focus were similar to the strategy the company pursued a few years ago under Steve Tamaris' leadership. Can you differentiate between what you're doing now versus then, which didn't seem to work very well at that point in time? The only differentiating factor I can really pick up at a high level is your focus on emerging DTC brands, and maybe give some insight into how some of those have worked out, like Casper. Thank you.
Sure. Mara's going to take that question specifically focused on Bed Bath & Beyond, because I think that's where your focus is.
Yep. Thank you. So really, again, the focus is that our customer has communicated clearly that national brands are a really important part of their shopping experience with us. And we have, again, as I mentioned, been at the forefront of brand and innovation launch, as part of our past heritage. And so I think the difference here is, working holistically as a category strategy versus a stack it high, let it fly mentality. Really making sure that we're standing for the right items, anchoring into each category, each room of the home, so to speak. The direct-to-consumer piece, which you mentioned, I believe is a big differentiator. Innovation has changed in the landscape of the home category, and those brands and experiences will be a really important part of how our customer can discover with us once again, which has always been an important part of the heritage of the brand and what our customer is looking for today.
Thank you. Our next question comes from Jason Haas from Bank of America. Your line is now open.
Hey, good morning, and thanks for taking my questions. So I saw in the prospectus that there's a line there that said, as of August 30th, certain of our vendors and suppliers have requested and or been granted more stringent payment terms, standby letters of credit, and or earlier or advanced payment of invoices. So I'm curious if you could comment on what was meant by that language.
We have seen, as we have managed through our cash burn, we have seen changes in some of our vendors, and we've managed it 1 week, another week. So it has not been a systemic ongoing change. We've just been managing the situations one by one.
Thank you. Our next question comes from Zach Fadem from Wells Fargo. Your line is now open.
Hey, good morning. Can you help me understand the drivers of the $325 million of Q2 cash burn in a little bit more detail? Is there any color you can offer with respect to operating results, EBITDA specifically, versus your inventory and working capital impacts?
Yep, we're really in the early stages of our closing process, so we're not in a situation to share more details on the components of the free cash flow at this point.
Thank you. Our next question
Man, this dude's a
comes
ball of
from
energy today,
Dean
man. Wow,
Stewart,
man.
Thermo Fisher
Wow.
Science. Your line is now open.
Spy, rip it up.
Operator, we're going to move on to the next question.
Okay. Thank you. Our next question comes from Jonathan Matuszewski from Jefferies. Your line is now open.
Hey guys, good morning. Thanks for the update. My question was on store closures. Just Gustavo, help us think about the cadence of those 150 store closures. When will those be complete? And anything you could share on the financial profile of those locations relative to the rest of the fleet would be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a program that we've gotten underway, as we mentioned, approximately 150 stores. We're working on the cadence of that. Probably 50 to 60 stores will be in the first wave later as we go in the balance of the fiscal year, and the rest will follow after. We're not sharing specific economics on those stores at this point, nor locations.
Okay. Bed Bath up to 850s, guys. We got the Spy up to 399.70s.
Thank you. Our next question comes from Brad Thomas from eBank Capital Markets. Your line is now open.
Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Everything we do is free.
Hi,
So you want free trading content?
My question, and thanks for all the details this
Subscribe.
morning. My question was around some of the merchandising changes and thinking about the timing of when we'll be seeing that in the stores, as well as some of the P&L impact. And so I was just hoping you'd talk about, what the timing will be for seeing more of these national brands, how much you think will be on shelves, for the holiday season, for that all-important holiday season. And then maybe, Gustavo, if you could help us think about the timing of some of the clearance activity, how many quarters you think that goes on for before we start to normalize. Thanks so much.
Sure, it's Mara. I'll begin to answer that. So the first and foremost is that we are quickly rebalancing our assortments and have been hard at work on how we are utilizing our Q3 and Q4 receipt base to fuel and fund this new strategy. So the first answer is it's immediate. We're working on it as we speak. And as I mentioned in my comments, we will be making sure that those important brands and key items will be front and forward and impactful to the customer as they shop in our stores and on our site. As I also mentioned, it will take time, and we will have sequential improvement in the inventory penetration and assortment penetration between national brands and own brands over the next several quarters to really get that aligned to what the customer expects.
Yes, it's going to be over the next several quarters, as Mara said.
Thank you. Our next question comes from Cristina Fernandez from Telsey Advisory Group. Your line is now open.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for taking my question. I wanted to ask about supply chain and any changes you're making as you go through this, transformation to improve that and ensure that the inventory that you get is available in stores when needed.
Yeah, and I will tell you, supply chain is one of my top priorities. We know that we need to optimize our supply chain infrastructure, and most importantly, increasing the speed of getting product to our stores and to our customers. Our strategy had previously relied on imports, and with scale and other elements, it's requiring an in-depth relook at our network. We've engaged an outside firm that will be helping us, and we are already well underway with that comprehensive review.
Thank you. And we have time for one more question, and that is from
All right,
Justin
guys. One more
Kleber
question.
from Baird. Your line is now open.
Yeah, these answers aren't super in depth.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Thanks for taking the question. Just wanted to follow up on Michael's first question. Just curious about the vendor community's receptivity to your pivot back to national brands. Presumably they lost business when Bed Bath made the pivot to own brands, and I imagine a lot of that was soaked up by other retailers. So just how confident are you that these vendors are going to re-engage with you? And then finally, do you plan on getting any exclusive product Just trying to understand how you really differentiate the business by selling product that is widely available at other retailers. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to let Mara take it. So overall, I would say, as I mentioned in my opening remarks, I've personally been engaging with vendors, both from a overall standpoint, but also one-on-one. And probably one of the most telling, pieces to me in terms of their receptivity is how they are parroting back to us our strategy. And that's come in the form of thank you notes. So yes, I think there is a very wide open armed embrace to where we're headed. I'm going to have Mara talk specifically to, some of the details.
Thanks, Sue. And so what we did first and foremost at, the change of strategy at the beginning of July is we instituted a vendor communication strategy, and we have been communicating with them broadly on a very regular basis. And then of course, one-on-one, top to top, there are phone calls daily, really staying connected. I would tell you there has been an absolutely overwhelming response of support and delight in our focus around where we believe national brands will play as a role. We have a lot of partners who still care deeply about their distribution strategies.
SPY
and really
over
look to
400.
us, as the leader to bringing their products to life. On your question regarding exclusivity, absolutely. We will, in fact, this season have a meaningful exclusivity in some of our best brands as we move into the holiday season. And we're also hard at work on our 2023 and even 2024 product strategies with those partners to continue to build exclusivity as an important part of our portfolio under national brands.
And Patty, you want to speak to the Bbby vendor relations?
Thoughts on Bbby?
Similar. We've really received a lot of outpouring of support, and like Mara's team, our team is working with our suppliers on their strategic product pipeline. I think another area where we have a competitive advantage is the fact that we really embrace that innovation and work with them and have flexibility in the timing of when we can bring that to market. So we've had some really great conversations there as well.
All right.
All right, guys, so that's it for the investor meeting for Bed Bath & Beyond. That's it for the Q&A. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys a bull in BBBY, a bear in BBBY? We got about 35 minutes. Again, everybody, we are going to keep streaming. We trade a 30,000, 120,000 buying power account live at the opening bell every weekday morning right here on stream, so stick around. We are going to be trading actively here. We got Bbby back up to about 870s, Tsla over the VWAP and right around that 200 moving average. And then we also have the SPY that's been pumping up as well, over $400 now on the SPY. Apple is ripping up. Snapchat is absolutely tanking down here. So no bueno for me, but I did add a little bit more here because we had already scaled out. We had got down to only 50 shares, which is almost nothing in the stock yesterday. And then we ended up adding back. We got about 150 share position now, and we're pretty close to break even. We're not down huge or anything like that. And we are capitalizing on Apple's ramp up as well here. We've been kind of slowly scaling out of Apple during the day, but we're still holding a pretty sizable position in Apple as we speak as well here. So again, we'll see what we get moving forward. Hopefully we get some good gains here. Pre-market activity is starting to run back up. We have Apple ripping up. We took another little 5-share position off, but we're still holding 50 shares of Apple right now. We have the SPY over 400s here. We got Snapchat starting to bounce back a little bit. And we do have Bed Bath back up to 860s right now, 860s. And so, yeah, let me know what you guys think. And hopefully we get some good activity. Again, bullish or bearish on Bed Bath here. We got my man D Money saying bull, Andrew saying bear. Sounds like a lot of layoffs for Bed Bath and vendor drops. We got Gabriel over here saying they went super deep into Bed Bath here. Is Bbby where you auction? I feel you, Gabe. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Somebody hold Gabriel's hand here. And yeah, hey, good luck, guys. Hit that subscribe button. We're going to keep streaming today. Should be a fun day. And yeah, let's keep growth, guys. Again, crazy few weeks of growth. Honest, crazy few months of growth, to be honest. And if you guys want to help support the channel here, again, everything we do here is free. And so now that I can actually talk, we don't sell anything. We don't charge for anything. We don't act like an expert. I don't claim to be a guru. I don't give out stock picks. We're just a resource and community for traders, trying to help traders, trying to give traders a team where we don't sell them a course. We don't sell them a service. We don't claim to be experts. We don't act like gurus. And everything we put out there is completely free. And so that's what we do here. If you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button because that's what we do here. And I certainly appreciate the love and support. Let's keep growing. Bed Bath almost back up to $9 here. You can see it's almost up to $9. The SPY's testing $3.99. And so we'll see what we get on that front as well. And yeah, again, bullish or bearish on that talk. Now, let me get the music rolling here. Can you hear the music? About 206 more. Hey, nice, man. Now we got Intel bouncing back a little bit. SPY over 400s here. Again, with those huge dips in the market, I had to start buying those dips, man. That's just something I had to do. They were just everything was so cheap yesterday. Yeah, the more she talked, the more it dropped 100%, man, unfortunately. Also, if you're just now joining us here, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Let's keep growing here on Twitter. Give me a follow on Twitter. It's at Beginner Trades, twitter.com/Beginner Trades. If you want that Twitter link, check it out right here. Certainly appreciate it. Also, guys, just a quick word for our sponsor. So, like I said, because we don't sell a course or a service or anything like that, we do have sponsors. And one of our sponsors is Alpha Insider. This is a really, really dope website. It's free to use. There are some premium like users that you can pay for, but most of them are free. And if you look at this here, you can track traders to see what they're doing. So if you look at this oil baby guy, over the last 5 years, he's up 885%. Over the last year, he's up almost 500%. And I can click his name and see what he was doing, where he took his trades over the last week. It shows me what he's doing, where he took his trades, what he's holding. And then you can even scroll down, see what his current positions are to give him these type of gains over the last year. You can see what his justification was, how much he's earning in dividends, and a lot more. And this is for both stocks, crypto, futures. You know, you can trade a lot of different things here. You can see this is a pivot point, short-term reversal strategy. And you can see what they're doing here, what they're making here, what they're holding as well. And so just a really useful site. And again, I am going to be updating my swing trades here as well. And so a free site to check out if you want to track what other traders are essentially doing here. And again, I'll post this site. Great way to help support the channel. They are a sponsor of our video. So they are a sponsor of our video. But again, we only take sponsors from really cool stuff. And this is really cool. It's free for traders to use for most part, unless you want to pay for like the premium ones. But again, you can find most of them for free. And if you want to check it out, there is the link. Check out Alpha Insider. A great way to support the channel here as well. Doesn't Mullen have something going on today? I don't know if it's earnings or maybe it's not today. Doesn't Mullen have something going on later on this week? Link is right above you, Cliff. Yeah, a lot of people talking about NUWE here as well. Here's NUWE. Up to 120s right now. Up to 120s, 130s here. So NUWE is running up as well. All right, guys, we got NUWE. Bed Bath almost back up to $9 here, almost up to over $9. We'll see if it actually breaks that $9 level. Of course, it's a psychological level. And again, guys, do you remember what I said earlier about half, quarter, and whole dollars here? If you look at this, people say technicals don't work, right? But if we really look at this here, just to give you some perspective here, here is $8.25, a quarter dollar. Here is $9, a whole dollar. Here is $9.50. A half dollar. Here is $10. A half dollar. Here is $10.50. A half dollar. And so stocks move in waves and they follow half and whole dollars. Look at $10 bouncing here. And it failed here, but let's say you buy this dip to 10. It's going to work 4 out of 5 times, 80% of the time. And of course, I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but like it seems plausible. You know, it seems plausible that you could take some really nice half dollar trades. And it does. I mean, I trade these all the time. Like half and whole dollars are my favorite things to buy pullbacks to. Hey, later, Andrew. Have a good day, bro. Enjoy it, man. Hey, John, what is better, Benzinga or stock analysis? And what do you mean? FaZe McDonald's partnership? What do you mean by stock analysis? Yeah, there's FaZe popping all the way up to almost $20 here. All right, so ETH is down under 1600s here. But Bitcoin and ETH are both back over 20. They're back over the 200 moving average as well here. So we're watching those. Let me know what you guys think in that regard, too. Yeah, that's kind of what they were doing, Mike. They would kind of give you like, they'd be like, under the current market conditions, what's the nuance behind the latest drops in BBBY, and why do you think it's gonna, bounce back moving forward? Because it's good. Next caller. You know what I mean? Like that's essentially what Bed Bath did there. Because it's good. Next caller, please. Yeah, FaZe down to 1925 here, starting to drop a little bit. We need more crypto content, bro. Hey, listen, crypto market's been kind of bloody lately. We cover crypto content on the crypto show, bro. Do you not watch the crypto show, dude? If you haven't already, go subscribe to Beginner Crypto. We do a live stream there talking about all the biggest stories in crypto every couple days usually. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers there as well on the crypto show. So check out this link, man. There's the crypto show right there. Check it out. That's where we cover most of our crypto content. We cover it here as well. And we're sponsored by Bbig here, so we'll promote them. But if you want to see like real crypto news, y'all go subscribe to Beginner Crypto. There's the link right there. Look at FaZe back over 20 here. FaZe just ripped over 20. Over 20, up to 20.2s now. SPY still battling 400 here. Again, FaZe up to 20.3s right now, 20.3s. All right, guys. All right, FaZe dipping down to the VWAP here. Bed Bath back over 9s at 910 right now. 910s. Bbby to close 150 shores, sell it in an unclosed amount, announced 500 million in new financing. Fired 20% of his staff per Bloomberg. Hey, good luck, Kyle. Hey, we got 20 minutes, guys. About 22 minutes until the opening bell. Let's keep this growth going, guys. Been a fun few weeks, man. Truly appreciate all the subs that we've gotten here. Really do. Great few months for subs and growth here. So truly appreciate the love, guys. Really do. We've grown by like over 100, almost 100 subscribers today. Close. All right, there's $9. $9 here. We got phase up to 20.6. I hope Bed Bath doesn't hit resistance at VWAP. It might, but initially, if it's strong, it'll keep going. You know, so we'll see. I've been averaging down all day today. You know, to be honest, I've been averaging down to like, look, check it out. We've been averaging into Apple. And averaging out of it. So we bought Apple a lot yesterday here. So we started to average into Apple on this dip, and Apple was the one I wanted to do. They have their iPhone coming out later in September or in like a week or two. And so I thought this drop was going to bounce back, and it did really nicely so far in pre-market this morning. And so we're loving that right now. We also did Snapchat, which is starting to bounce back as well. We started DCAing. To be honest, we started DCAing way back here. And we kept doing it once this drop happened, you know. And so now that we're getting a bounce back, we're close to break even. So that's not too bad. The other one we've been sitting in for a few, weeks here is Intel. We've been sitting on this one for a few weeks, and I don't mind this because I think eventually we're going to get a pop back, hopefully at least. And if we do, that's amazing. And we'll see if we can keep that growth up. And so, yeah, we're pushing for almost $100 today. Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, great to have you here, brother. Dogs are doing good, man. Dogs are doing great. Rosie, best dog ever. Cindy, we're still working on her, but she's getting better. Yeah, it's going to be released for $1,200 in September. But that's more money for them, and I think people are going to buy it. Hey, what's up, Peter? Hey, man, I'm subbing because you streamed the call for Bed Bath. I appreciate it, dog. Hey, no worries, Peter. Happy to help, bro. Again, we do free content here. That's all we do. Speaking of Intel, look at that Intel pop. Hey, you love to see it. Ooh, man. So, yeah, we're going to start cutting some more of this Apple trade. All right, so we just took another 10 shares off, and we're going to let the other 40 shares left ride in Apple. Yeah, you love to see it. Apple's still pumping up with the broader market here, and this is why you dollar cost average into things. Again, very simple swing trading advice here. And again, I'm going to preface this with, this is not financial advice. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Please do not copy me. I have no idea what I'm doing, okay? I'm going to preface it with that. If you copy me, you're liable for your own trading mistakes. Not liable if you lose. Always make your own assessment, trade responsibly. We are not investment professionals here. Don't sue me, okay? Now, with all that said and out the way, one of the easiest swing trading strategies, and I'm gonna put a few things into perspective here. In order to do this strategy, you need to have enough money to where if you need to sit in a large blue chip company that's healthy, longer term, that's okay, right? Because like that's what I'm doing here. I can sit on this for as long as I need to, right? But whenever you look at value in a specific symbol, right? Like Disney, we talked about Disney a ton at the $100 level, right? Disney. You could look at a 30-day chart. Disney was down to, maybe a little bit longer here. Disney was down to $90 a share. And when it was, we never shut up about it. We constantly talked about how cheap Disney was and about how Disney owns everything, guys. Like, put this into perspective. People dislike Disney for political reasons, but Disney owns Marvel, Star Wars, ESPN, and I could go on and on and on. Those are all my favorite things here, okay? Disney is a money-making machine, and when they're dipping down in terms of value to $90, when everybody's scared and everybody's saying, oh, Disney is done, they're going to crash, those people are biased. All right. And I'm biased as well. But the point is, there's value there. These companies are not going to stay at these cheap levels forever. Even if they drop more, these levels are very cheap averaging in levels. And so when you average into these positions, you can have amazing trades based off of these positions where you wait to find value. You know, you don't want to buy them when they're extended. Again, it's better to be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful. And sometimes you're going to get stuck in a crash. You know, that's just the reality of it. But the beautiful thing about blue chip, large cap, healthy companies like Apple, Disney, Amazon, Google, the good thing about those is that even if you have to bag hold, you can hold those long enough to where eventually they're probably going to come back, right? And so it's one of those things where if you have enough money to average in and to add on dips, and you have enough time with that money to hold long term if you need to, they can be very, very high probability trades to get involved with. Very high probability trades. right? And if you look at it in that regard, everybody wants to day trade. And I get it. Day trading's romanticized. The opening bell is all exciting and everybody's super hyped about the open and ready for the open and all that good stuff. But the problem is that day trading is incredibly difficult. And so swing trading is a better way. Investing is an easier way, guaranteed to make money almost in investing. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'll be right back. It's trash day. Whew, all right, guys, we're back. We missed trash day, guys. Oh, man. Sorry, team. We are back. Whew. Oh, man. Yeah, FaZe. What's FaZe doing? Oh. Snapchat. Oh. All right, we took most of our Snapchat off. We're holding a piece. Oh. Snapchat. Hey, what did I just say? What a lovely, lovely thing I have woken up to today, guys. What a lovely trade. Oh, my goodness. What is going on? All right, we scaled out of most of it now. Whew. All right, we got out of almost all of it now. Man, we just took... Beautiful day here. Here's my P&L right now, just on these positions. Whew. I don't even know what's going on with Snapchat, but what a lovely surprise to walk back in here. Whew. All right, we're up 200 plus on the day. My swing trades are just, man, when you're right, you're right. What is going on with Snap right now? Snap plans to slash 20% off staff. They says $500 million share repurchase program. previously now complete. They see pre-tax changes of 110 to 175 million from job cuts. So they're going to save a lot of money from cutting these jobs. We're still riding it up. Hey, that's why you DCA into weakness, guys. This is why you dollar cost average into weakness. If you guys want to know why, this is why. Whew, man. You love to see it. Man, when you're right, you're right. I'm telling you, man, again, what I just said is very true. I want you guys to really understand something here. Day trading is romanticized heavily, and we do it at the opening bell. Okay, we day trade live at the open. But one of the most profitable ways to trade, it can be swing trading. You can trade nuance, you can trade weakness. You can, if you've got a large enough account, you can add into weakness and then wait for it to inevitably come back. Right? So when Snapchat's dropping down to $9 a share, just in terms of simple value here, Snapchat has hundreds of millions of daily active users here. Hundreds of millions of daily active users. They're working on monetization, but when you have that many users, eventually it's inevitably going to be monetized effectively. Okay, that is why I added the Snapchat like I did, and it worked out lovely. I've made hundreds of dollars from the Snapchat trade over the past week or so. Here, over the past week, hundreds of dollars from the Snapchat trade. And again, you got to understand the nuance behind it. Day trading is romanticized, and I get it. And I day trade, but I also swing trade, and I also invest. And I think if you really want to be profitable at trading, that is something that you need to understand, is that you can swing trade, invest. Whenever you can add them all together, it can be a high probability thing. It can be a monetizable thing that you can make money with. You got to understand the nuance of the market. You got to understand value. You can't let, like, a lot of people dislike Disney for political reasons. You know, they dislike Disney for political reasons. Say, oh, Disney's doing this or Disney's doing that. Same thing with Netflix, to be honest, right? I don't care about any of that stuff. I am buying in terms of value. Disney owns everything. They drop down to $90. I'm buying it. You know, Snapchat has hundreds of millions of users. They drop down to $9 a share. I'm buying it. You know, look at it in terms of simple value. And if you can change your mindset to do that, you can make money in the stock market. Don't get dead set on only day trading or only investing or whatever it is. There's tons of opportunity to make money just in terms of simple value investing, like Warren Buffett, or simple nuanced swing trading based off of weakness, based off of, you know, whatever you want to use, based off of, you know, sector movement, all that stuff, predictable sector movement, all that stuff can be very, very profitable. With that, we also bought Disney on the big dip yesterday, and we are taking that off now as well. We're going to sell some of that too. Not all of it. We're going to sell 30% of the position, a third of it, 33% repeating or whatever that is. Yeah, but we're just going to take a small little piece off of that, lock in profit there. So even if it goes against me, we're still fine. And we're going to hold the rest of our Snapchat, you know, indefinitely here. Currently up about $230 on the day here. So 223 to be exact. This is my P&L currently. You know, you love to see it. Hey. Oh yeah, Big Papa Paperhand started to unload my positions, bro. And honestly, for good reason. Regardless of what it does now, I don't care, man. Snapchat's ripping up. I'm taking profit, bro. Could I have made more? Sure. But I'm locking in profit. I'm moving on with my day. You know what I mean? Again, when just beautiful swing trade. Beautiful, beautiful swing trade. And yeah, we'll take it. We're going to keep growing. Yeah, Kramer criticizes Snap and Bed Bath. Bed Bath is up to 920s. Snap is up to 11s, you know. So the description link isn't working. I got you, bro. I'll give you an updated one right now. Hold on one second. We're also going to fix... we're going to generate a new... we're going to update it in the description as well as Nightbot. All right, so the Discord... crap. All right, guys, 7 minutes here, 7 minutes. All right, so the Discord Nightbot is now working, and we're going to update it in the description right now as well. All right, guys, description, Discord link is updated, working. Let me know if it works for you guys. It should. Hey, snap, man. Yeah, I'm taking profits as soon as I go very green. I'm taking money off. You know, I'm holding a piece still, very small piece now, but we've scaled out of most of it. And again, you guys got to understand my Snapchat trade here. Okay. So to really understand the Snapchat trade, initially we bought Snap on this dip instead. So we started averaging into Snap here. Right here, and then we took some off on this pop. So we bought it there, we unloaded on this pop, and then when we started to get this dip, we added deep into it. And even this morning when it dropped down to $9, we added even deeper into it, you know? And so we added even deep into it here, you know? Like we added pretty deep into this as well. Like, look, I can even show you. Like we started adding deep into this drop. Honestly, look. All right, I'm trying to show you guys my trades on it, but for whatever reason, it's not updating. But it's okay. But we started adding deep into it around $9. You know, our entry there was 940 or 950. So we had an average position of like right around here. You know, just to put this into perspective. And so when it pops up like that, and we've got hundreds of shares, yeah, we're taking profit for sure. You know, and that's what you do. I mean, that's the point. I don't really have any video content on my swing trading strategy. I kind of just explain it here. But well, no, this Nightbot link should be working. Let me know if this Nightbot link should work. It should put a new link up. Try that link up, see if it works. If it works, let me know. If it doesn't work, let me know. All right, so there's the Discord link. Try that, see if it works. It should work. If it doesn't, let me know. We'll fix it. Cool. All right, guys, 4 minutes here, 4 minutes. Beautiful morning for me, man. Honestly, these are my favorite strategies, man. These are my favorite strategies. But again, the point is here, Snapchat, I wouldn't even call it that. Snapchat, if Snapchat started to break under 750s, I'd have to cut it. But I think the probabilities of that were very low. Now, as for something like Apple, though, Apple is one of those positions where if it goes against me heavy, I'm just going to keep holding it. Because Apple eventually is going to come back, and those are patient games here, is what you got to play with those. You got to play patience games here and just wait. Because Apple drops down to 150, 120, 130. It's usually going to end up coming back higher than that over a long run. You're just going to have to wait. Might have to wait a few years. But in the end, if you've got the money like that, then you can wait. And those are how you have high accuracy swing trades, you know, that you can just kind of sit on and let work for you over time. Because over time, the market does go up. Long is the only long-term direction for the market. And yeah, that's the direction we take. We never short. You know, we never short short large caps like that. You know, just because the likelihoods, the probabilities are just too much against us. Even if they do work, you know, you got margin calls and just a lot of other things. So, beautiful though. Beautiful thing though, because we talked about this right before we ran out and did our trash. We talked about what we were holding in Snapchat. So it's not like I'm making things up. We talked about how we took the trades in Snap. We talked about what we did. And, you know, kind of beautiful because we can come back to it just working great for us. All right, guys, Snap still pumping up. All right, guys, less than 2 minutes. I don't know, Tanya. I've already scaled out of it. Oh, it wasn't luck, bro. It was skill, bro. Listen, we can call it luck if you want. But again, the likelihood that a company that gets hundreds of millions of users daily is going to remain at $9 a share. When you consider the pop culture relevance of Snapchat, when you consider how big of a user base it has, in my personal subjective opinion, I think it's incredibly unlikely that it's going to stay under $10 for very long. And so when we see a dip towards 9 and under 9, there's value there for me. There's value there. It's like, okay, well, this is probably going to go higher, you know, and people could dislike it. They can say whatever they want, but in the end, company can be profitable or not. They're going to work towards making themselves more efficient in terms of monetization and profitability. And with that, they're going to pop right back over 10 eventually. And that was the plan. And that's what we did. We averaged in when it started to dip, and we caught the big rip, you know, and you love to see it. All right, guys. So Snapchat up to 1120s. Here's the opening bell, guys. Good luck. 10 seconds. All right, ding, ding, ding. There's the opening bell. We've got Snap at 1130s here. 1130s. We got Apple at 160s right at the open. There's 1125s. I said my bell a little bit early. My apologies, guys. You know, getting a dump for Apple at the opening bell, but luckily we scaled out of most of it this morning already. Looking for a red to green move on that one. We'll see what the market gives us as well here, but we've made so much today. Even if everything we're holding now tanks, we're still going to be very profitable. All right, Disney consolidating here. SPY dipping down, correcting a little bit. Bed Bath back over 9s here. SPY dumping down here. We might short the market too if it sets us up well enough for it. Big drops. We get a pop over here. We might short this real quick. 25 shares short of the SPY. Covered it. Bed Bath moving up. Kind of shorting it on the little pop to the 200 moving average and VWAP here. SPY popping up. I'm going to short this small time. Cover it. Got out already. Starting to scalp this a little bit more. All right, SPY about to break lows. Been shorting the market a little bit since the open. Market broke lows, starting to come back down some. Bed Bath still pumping up to 950s here. We got some down wicks, could be indicative of some pressure, but really this is just indecision when you have these up and down wicks here. Market doesn't know where it's going to head yet, so we're starting to kind of decide what's going on here for it. Tapping lows again, coming back down on the SPY. Letting things consolidate now, guys. Also, we do have it in sub-only mode today, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, team. We certainly appreciate it. Bed Bath up to 950s here, 950s. Luck that John was born looking like Ryan Felipe. It was skill that he bought Snap. Hey, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'll take that. I mean, listen. Ryan Felipe is a handsome dude, bro. So I'll take that as a compliment, sir. Shout out to you. Definitely top 3 Ryan Felipe lookalike in the world right now. Let's see if the SPY can end up bouncing back. We're up to 399s here. We'll see if we get a little pop and then we'll short into it like this. But we missed the short opportunity. Not the best fill, but that's okay. We'll give it some time. All right, there's a flush. All right, we just covered it. Up about 10 minutes on the day so far, not much. In day trading, we're up hundreds in swing trading right now. But in day trading, we're up about $10. Yeah, I got you. I'll add a swing trading tab right now. That's actually a good idea. There you go. All right, we got swing trading there, man. All right, guys, so we've been mostly shorting the market since the opening bell. If we can get another better pop on the SPY about to hit the previous closing price. So SPY about to go red on the day. And again, this is why we got out of Snap, because, you know, this is going to drag Snap down, I think. Yep, there it goes. All right, looking for a pop to short into the SPY again here. We're right at the previous closing price, though, so we need a pop to like 399 just so. You see bounce directly off of that previous close. Let me know if you're buying into this dip on the markets. Yeah, it's one of the reasons I take profit fast, bro. You know, we take profit very quick here. We're not trying to hold through that. All right, we just bought another 25 shares here. We'll start to scale into a larger position here. There's 50 shares of the SPY. If I'm wrong, I'm actually okay with that, even if I lose on this trade, because I don't mind the markets going back up. All right, guys. About break even now, 50 shares. Get some corrections. I'm tempted to add a little bit more, but I'm going to wait. Break even so far on the SPY. And we're going to cut that. So yeah, I mean, we're bouncing back. I'm okay with being wrong there. Even though we lost about 20 bucks, I'm okay with being wrong. Just means all my other trades are bouncing back too, so that's okay. Now that we get this wick, we might actually add right back into it. Just 25 shares, though. We're not going to take more than 25. We're going to start out small now. See if we get like a flush, and if not, if we're wrong about this, it'll be a small loss. Got some up wicks here. This might be indicative of some weakness coming through. Cover. Also taking a small position on the Q that we're covering out of. Kind of a flat morning open so far, but we're getting the rejection here in terms of profits, I mean. Also, we fully exited our snap position, you know, made hundreds on it, so. Still in a small piece of Apple, and we're probably going to look to see if we get a red to green move on that end. All right, so 25 shares of the SPY. We'll start to take a more sizable position, and we'll use this as a risk here. So 50 shares. We got our risk up here. We break that. We're cutting it. It's kind of an interesting position because it's like, even if I'm wrong here, my other investments are doing right. And so either way is a win or loss, depending on how you look at it. All right, 50 shares. So we got this nice little, yeah, we're going to cut that. I don't want to get stuck in that. So again, going back and forth here. I don't mind the market rebounding. SPY coming back right at VWAP. I'm gonna take one more VWAP fade short position, and I hope if I'm wrong, maybe we'll get a red to green move. But again, once I am having a hard time judging the trend, this looks like a downward trend flush, to be honest here. But when this type of stuff happens, we trade small. So we can go back and forth and only be down less than 20 on the day, you know, by being wrong 2 or 3 times in terms of day trading. Yeah, we're going to cut it. And I don't mind it bouncing back here. I really don't. It's good for my investments. Yeah, there we go. We're actually green net this morning since the opening bell from all this craziness anyway. You love to see it. Disney trade popping back up. That's nice. I hope we get a red to green cup and handle move. We'll attack that too. Again, here's the cue. Made a little baby trade on that. But we're going to let the choppiness play out first. Again, y'all hit that subscribe button. We are in sub-only mode today. And so we are in sub-only mode. So if you take the time, hit the subscribe button. We certainly appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support, of course, guys. And yeah, we are in sub-only mode. So let's keep the growth up. Hit that subscribe button. Again, support free trading content. A lot of people are out here just slanging courses on publicly available content. We put out everything for free. And I think that creates some enemies for us, to be honest. But like, we've always been this way. And so it's not like we've changed. Other people have just changed. And so, you know, hey, hit that subscribe button. And I guess maybe now that I think about it, it might be one of those things that there's always been courses and content. We've just always been free. We've always wanted to keep everything free. Man, SPY choppy right now, guys, so don't poke too hard today, for sure. Hey, thank you, AJ, my man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. A lot of people talk about NUWE. We might have what we call a fake out fade here. So we got a short trend, though. Definitely a short trend. All right, so big downwick here. Again, my foot's off the gas right now. We're waiting for something to play out here. You don't want to poke too hard at this point. Also, guys, while we got a second, y'all check out Top Step. Top Step funds traders and futures. And so they give you a demo. If you can hit their target on the demo while following their rules and conditions, then they'll fund you between 50 up to over 100K with a funded account. So if you can hit, and they'll fund you up to 50, over 100K with a 90% profit split. And this is a company that's regulated and located in the US. They pay out millions. They fund thousands of traders a year. And we did pretty good so far this week. If you look at our top step trades, we're doing pretty solid. I mean, we did pretty solid. Here is our trading graph on Top Step so far for this month. We are starting a Top Step thing, so it's small right now. But here is our trading graph. So we are doing pretty solid on Top Step, trading the same scalping strategies we do in stocks. And again, you can try to get funded. Top Step funds traders in this markets. You got to pass their testing first. And if you want to check out Top Step, you can get 20% off if you use their link. Again, the E-mini is exactly the same thing as the SPY. And so you can essentially trade the same scalping setups that I do on Top Step. Check out the link right there. We're also going to post it in the description if you're interested in it. Cue back up here. Yeah, we need some WD-40, huh? Yeah. Look at this, guys. We just made $800+ on Top Step in a beautiful position, catching that SPY rip, $800+ with the small Top Step account. And we're going to try to get funded on Top Step. Hey, we'll see what we get. Beautiful day for me in the markets here, to be honest here. And the SPY rip is just lovely here. It's all good. What's our P&L right now? So good day. Apple ramping up, SPY ripping up, Disney ripping up. All these things ripping up. The only thing that's kind of lagging on our trading is Intel, but that's okay. Carol's here. Everybody say hey to Carol. We're going to buy this dip in the SPY and see if we get something going on here. Buying the SPY dip. We're going to add another 5 shares, make it a full 25 lot position here. But yeah, we're going to try to get funded on Top Step here. We're pretty close. I mean,
broke the SPY went down yesterday, or was this morning?
This morning, yeah.
Thought you said the 400 was a big psychological low.
It is, man. No, the SPY dropped yesterday and the day and Friday of last week is when it really dropped. Really, it was Friday. Friday was the rough day over the past couple weeks. All right, so we ended up catching out of that and just scalping that. Friday was the hard day. You know, Friday we had Jackson Hole, and to put the market into perspective, guys, Friday we had Jackson Hole's Economic Symposium is what it was called. With that, the market absolutely tanked. A lot of people think that JP set a little bit unrealistic expectations during the last FOMC rate hike decision in late July because we had some pump ups from that. And so then for this symposium opening remarks, he ended up basically just bringing people down to earth a little bit. And the market absolutely tanked under $400, just a huge drop in that. Yeah, definitely top 3 Ryan Felipe lookalike in the world right now. No, I appreciate it, guys. Ask Carol how it feels to like live with Ryan Felipe. You know what I mean?
Morning, everyone.
You know, ask her how it feels. You know, hey, what's up, Jay?
It's wonderful. Living with Ryan Felipe.
Top 3 Ryan Felipes in the world right now.
Best time of my life.
SPY breaking highs here. SPY breaking highs. We're gonna take a little bit off of our Apple trade as well here. Get 25 shares left of Apple. So we've been scaling out of that one too. Disney is pumping up beautifully here. So we're down a little bit in our day trades on the day, but not much, and we're up nicely on the day. Hundreds of dollars up on the day, so we will take that for sure. SPY is flying up. Bed Bath back over VWAP here also. So yeah, SPY is flying up. Oh, look, your emoji's going here. We're getting a rosy emoji pretty soon. We're working on that right now. You know.
Good morning, Tiny. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Carol's definitely my top 3 wives in the world right now. You know,
Right. Better be
I
number one.
gotta mess with her a little bit. I'm just messing with you. You know.
Better be number one, huh?
Yeah. But no, SPY ripping up. I don't want to buy this dip. We gotta wait a little bit, but this is doing really good for our swing trades. you know. Snapchat, we had a beautiful swing trade on Snapchat today too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did bought Snap and then we caught the rip on Snapchat. I've been telling you guys, man, I might sound like a broker record with some of my stock picks and calls, but yeah, value. You know, Snapchat, hundreds of millions of daily active users. And so it's like when they're down under $10, when they're $9, $8 something, there's just value there. More like Dan Blazarian. You think I look like Dan? It's the beard, bro, is what it is. Like, listen, when you got a beard this nice, you know, what can I say, man? You know,
Yeah, it's gotten. I used to call him when we first got together.
patches.
Well, no, he had this, and then he would have little whiskers that would come in here, and I would call him Joe Dirte.
Yeah. No, you call me Joe Dirt, and I would say it's Dirte.
Yeah,
is
Joe
what I would
Dirt.
say.
Because he had that kind of like a Cajun.
Look, John said Carol makes top 1 avocado toast in the world right now.
Oh, thank you. As long as the avocado is right. I feel like the avocado last time wasn't quite ripe enough, but
It's good. Man.
It's healthy.
It's good. I'll eat it. It's better than what I usually eat, you know. All right, we're gonna buy this dip in the SPY. Although our dip buys in the SPY have not been working out well today. We'll see if this works though. All right, baby. Yeah, you wanna hold on, guys. We gotta mute it. We're telling secrets over here. All right, guys. Sorry, we're telling secrets over here. So we ended up getting in that little SPY dip. We're probably gonna add right back here too. 20 shares. Maybe add some more. There we go. That's better. Cover. Add on a little dip. See if we can start to pop. There we go. A little pop. Got a little bit late on this one. There we go. Start to test highs. Rejecting at highs. Hopefully it's not a double top. Oof. I'm going to add to this dip here. 40 shares. We'll even get 50 here if we can. All right, there's 50 shares. Yeah, this is why we added to it. Cover. And then... see if we can break highs again. We're up there. Rejecting. That's all right. We'll cover this. Oh, no. I shorted 20. Oh, my gosh. Dude, this is what I hate TOS, bro. It doesn't... all right, we just got out. All right, we didn't lose much there. All right, cool. Bro, you can watch both. I might get them mixed up, though. I love the House of the Dragons, bro. That was super good, dude. The House of the Dragons was really nice, man. I like both the episodes. I was a little skeptical leading into it, but I really liked it. All right, so Top Step funds traders and futures, right? So they give you a demo. If you can hit their target on the demo, they fund you, right? So they'll give you like a 50,000 all the way up to a 100,000 demo account. Yeah, they'll give you a 50K up to over 100K demo account is what it is. And basically, like, I think the one I'm on is the 50K. So this one right here. And again, you can see the profit. It's going to say demo next to it because we're trying to get funded. And again, I'm just kind of doing this to show you guys because I trade. Here's the thing. All right, like I trade a 30,000, 120,000 buying a power account. And so I could just buy the SPY directly. I don't need to trade futures. Futures are a little bit more liquid than stocks, but like I don't need to trade futures. I just don't need to trade them. I can buy stocks directly without needing to trade futures, right? So I'm kind of doing this to show you guys, but like I trade the same scalping strategies in futures here. So you can see here, we're up about $929. on Top Step. And so I think we have to hit 3,000 in profit without breaking over $1,000 in losses on any specific day. And if we can do that, we go to phase 2, which is a scaling plan. And then if we pass that, they actually give us $50,000 to trade with a 90% profit split. And so that's kind of how it works. And this is a company that's regulated by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. They pay out millions every year. They fund thousands of traders a year. It's kind of the gold standard who everybody else talks about and copies off of. It's kind of who everybody else copies off of. They've been around for over a decade now. The big thing, though, to understand is that it's very difficult to get funded. It's not easy to get funded by any means. It's certainly not easy to get funded. But it's one of those things where if you don't have a large account like me, and you want to get around the PDT rule and trade the essentially large cap stocks like I'm doing right here on the SPY, you can do that in the futures market with no PDT rule and a margin account. You can short, go long, and it's a lot cheaper to try Top Step out. The base one for 50K that I'm using is $160 minus 20% off if you use my link. It's a lot cheaper to do that than put up thousands yourself and risk that. You know what I mean? So it's a good way. Even if you're learning futures, you probably won't pass it if you're brand new, but it's a good way to get started and have some pressure on you to succeed, if that makes sense, instead of the full extent of like putting up thousands yourself, essentially. Is there a time limit? I don't think there's a time limit on Top Step. I don't think there's a time limit, but I might be wrong. I have to check. Yeah, NUW rip it up, breaking highs, halted on the upside. Bed Bath still trying to consolidate over 940s. All right, SPY started dip down. But yeah, just a beautiful day for me trading here. Disney's doing well too. I'm probably just going to keep holding Disney with what I've got currently on it. Apple is the only one where I'm kind of tempted to cut a little bit, but I think I'll probably just chill on that one too. You mean phase 6 Marvel? No time limit. Yeah. All right, yeah, NUWE halted on the upside, halted at 8:54 to resume at or at 9:54 to resume at 9:59 market time is almost certainly when it will resume. So 9:59 market time. So we'll see. Should be fun, but yeah, we'll see. All right, there's our trash. So I didn't miss my trash day, which is nice. All right, we're pulling back to the VWAP and the 200 moving average here. So I'm going to buy this dip and then add back all the way down to 400 if we can. But again, trading the SPY is the same thing as trading E-mini in futures. Need to add a little bit more, I think, here if I can. There we go. 40 shares. Cut a little piece just in case. There we go. Nice rip. All right. Nice. Yeah, Bed Bath ripping up. All right, guys. So we're getting a dip in the SPY here. We might actually buy it right back here. 20 shares though. We're gonna go in a little bit smaller now, just because I don't trust it coming back. So. Oh man, big drop. Kind of looking at other stuff here. I was posting a Dave Chappelle tweet, so hey, we're gonna cut it, get out small, wait. Market's starting to turn here, so just gonna kick back. Wait a second now. SPY turning here, so again, kind of a choppy day. Y'all be careful. Starting to dip, testing the 200 moving average right now. Bed Bath is almost back up to over 950s here. All right, let me check it out. I can see it now. Yeah, I think this works. Let me make sure. Yeah, let me try to add it to YouTube. Customization. All right, let me try this. All right, guys, market's bouncing at 399s here, 399s. All right, we got the rosy emojis up now. Rosy emojis up. They could be. You gotta have to here. I'm gonna send you a message, Pawn. I mean, it worked though. It worked. Here, let me show you what you gotta do now, though. Watch. Let me show you, and I can do it if you need me to. Let me see. Yeah, so you would essentially take the cutting tool, Pawn, and do this. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. You take the cutting tool and delete all that stuff, because that's the only thing showing up in it. So if you remember, you go to emojis. But yeah, we got the rosy emojis now. Hey, market bouncing back a little bit, still pretty sideways though. Uh-oh, headphones dying. All right, guys, so bounce it up on the SPY here. Bounce it up on the SPY. All right, guys, I think we're probably just going to go ahead and cut the stream. Yeah, TOS is a little bit slow. I'm green. I'm up hundreds on the day after my snap swing trade. And so I'm going to go ahead and, close this down here. So a few things to check out first. Number one, check out Bbig. Bbig is super useful, guys. If you want to get involved with the crypto market, Bbig is probably where you want to do it, right? You can trade crypto futures. Another great way to get around the PDT is by checking out the crypto futures market. You can day trade and short. A lot of people dislike Bitcoin. You can short Bitcoin with up to 125x leverage on Bitget and other cryptocurrencies as well, up to 125x leverage with you. So you put up $100, they'll give you $12,500 to trade crypto futures with. Just be careful. You can lose tons of money doing it. So just be very, very careful. But if you want to short crypto, maybe that's the way to do it. They do allow US users as well. And they've got tons of symbols that you can trade and short with and go long with. If you want to go long on Bitcoin, you can as well and try to make money. They have CoinM futures, USDC futures. You can build algorithmic futures trading bots on Bitget. You can also copy other profitable traders, which is where a lot of people are going to find value in Bitget here. I can go to copy trading, and there's a ton of copy traders. I'm going to preface this with number one, I cannot guarantee you're going to make money as a copy trader. I just can't. I can't guarantee you're going to make money, but you can see there's some really profitable copy traders here. This guy is up 161% on Bitget. He's made copiers almost $500,000. He's made about $9,200 himself, and there's hundreds of traders here that you can click follow, give them stop losses, risk levels, all that good stuff. You can also just earn with savings. You can do launch pads and get in early with airdrops before they go live on some of these tokens, and you can see their list of historics that they've done. They've got earning BGB and interest. You can get up to you can get some benefits for just signing up and doing KYC verification. And again, they do allow US users, and they also have a $200 million security protection fund for Bitget as well to protect their users as well. So a really useful site. They do allow US users to get KYC verified on Bitget, and there's just a ton of stuff. So if you want to get involved with the crypto market, check out Bitget. Bitget's probably where you want to be. And I'll post this link. It's a great way to help support your boy here and support this channel. They are a sponsor of our video, and so I'm certainly biased in their favor. But Bitget's really dope, man. I've been using them. Great sponsor. I withdraw from them every day because they pay me as an affiliate in crypto. And so withdrawals 100% work. Everything works fine on the platform. And again, you can check them out here. Go support your boy here and sign up for Bitget. Also, guys, last plug, because we try to keep these towards the end, check out Stomp.tech. Stomp.tech is a trading social media site for retail traders. Their job is to help retail traders, and they're going to give you free dark pool and option flow access, helping save hundreds of dollars. They should be going live soon. I've reached out to see when they're going to go live. We're going to be on here when they're going to live, but we're always going to stream on YouTube, of course, because YouTube is what we do. But they're another great sponsor of our content here, and I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Beautiful, companies here that really help support traders and grow traders. A lot of tools that could be useful for traders. And again, their job is to help traders, help the retail trader market. They're kind of, ape friendly, if you will. And they're going to have a lot of really cool stuff. Big team over there. Go check them out. I'll post this link. And great way to help support your boy and help support our content here. With that said, first time I've heard you talk about a sponsor. All YouTubers do this. Why? Because here's the easiest way to put it. And again, if you're reasonable, you should understand this. We're here to make money. We're here to make money. Like, that's what we're doing here. We're not spending hundreds of hours, a month on YouTube out of the kindness of our heart. We're here to make money, as is anybody else. And that should be completely understandable. Like, nobody's going to spend hours a day doing something if they're not here to make money. And anybody that tries to claim that they're not is simply lying to you, aside from a very small percentage of people, I would say. And that should be okay. Like I said, I'm making money putting free content out there. So everything we drop is free. We don't sell any content. There's no paywalls behind any of our content, any of our stuff. You can find all of our courses, all of our content completely free. And so, you better believe we're going to subsidize ourselves with sponsors if we get enough views to do so, which we certainly do. And this channel makes money. Of course we do. It should be obvious and understandable. And again, we couldn't do it without you guys. I truly appreciate the love and support we get from this community. Amazing community here at Beginner Trading. And again, just a free community, which is what it's about. Like, we're not trying to sell courses to our following on publicly available content. We're putting all of our stuff out there for free, and then we're making money on the back end, which is, I think, the future of content, to be honest, is what I really think it is. You know what I mean? So, hey, we love you all. Have a good day, team. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm going to go enjoy my day. Stay safe in these markets. Markets kind of pulling back a little bit here with the SPY dropping. Kind of a neutral, break-even, choppy day. So y'all be careful. Days like today can eat traders' accounts. So y'all stay safe. And, we'll see you guys later.